Check, check. Fresh color home with Steamboat Ace Hardware, the great paint store inside your hardware store. From bold front doors to warm, cozy living rooms, we've got top brands like Benjamin Moore and Clark & Kensington, plus expert advice to match. All the tools, all the color, all in one stop. Steamboat Ace Hardware, your local place for paint this fall. Steamboat Ace is the place with the helpful paint folks.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors football.
Brian Harvey, Stu Kochi, live here at beautiful Coal Ridge High School. We got a rainbow right now. We had some weather here coming in, but the wind has died just in time for the broadcast. The weather gods are smiling on us right now. Steamboat Sailors sitting at 0-0. Coal Ridge Titans also at 0-0. With me on loan from Steamboat Lumber, Mr. Stu Kochi. Stu, how are you, man?
Doing great.
Thanks for joining me on the booth. In the booth. Well, it's a quasi booth. We're in front of the booth right now, just above the stands. You can watch and listen to this game on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube.com, search out Steamboat Radio, scroll down, look for the live tab, click on it, and this should come up. We're cooking with gas right now. We got green lights on the Boxcaster right now. Whew, it was a nail biter, but we made it, Stu.
We made it.
Well, I got to give a big shout out, man. I had a ton of fun at Steamboat Lumber with you. You host a good party, my friend.
Thank you. We had a good time yesterday. The weather was great. Loved it. Loved seeing everybody. It was just a great day.
Absolutely. Well, you've got some inside intel. Your stepson, Cannon Wilson, is the center and plays defensive line here on the team. He's in the trenches, literally and figuratively. I know he went to a bunch of football camps this summer. They've been working out for the last 3 weeks. We got 60-plus players. Coach is fired up. What are the kids thinking right now?
The kids are excited. You know, it's always that the beginning of the year, fall season, it's really hard to get into the groove of things. And then, get into this first football game and getting rid of the jitters. Really, it's an exciting time.
No doubt. These kids are each a year older. We lost 5-6 seniors. That's it. We've got the largest class in Steamboat Springs High School history in the senior class, or maybe it's the junior class. It goes back by 3 or 4 kids, but 2 of the biggest classes ever, and we've got some athletes in those classes.
We do, and we actually have, I believe it's 17 seniors this year.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And one of them is the quarterback, number 1, Tanner Cobb. This will be his 3rd year as a starting quarterback for the Steamboat Sailors. That always bodes well. It's not often that you get a kid that lasts 3 years. And honestly, when he started as a sophomore, he came in because of injury. Jesse Hamrick gets hurt, and he really latched onto that job. He was an undersized kid. You're kind of going, really? This kid's going to be the starting quarterback? But he can run, he can throw, and he's wicked smart, as we say in the Boston area.
He's a fine young man.
Well, and of course we've got Thomas Krupp, who's another one of those seniors. He has been a stud running back for this team since he came into the fold as a freshman, and he is absolutely dynamic. They're going to start running some 2-back sets. I don't know if we're going to see it here today, but then you've got junior Eli Beaver. Those two together have got to scare the you-know-what out of any defense.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a fun one. Cohen Vanderbosch out with injuries. We've got a couple of kids that aren't suiting up today. Some early season dings and dents. Coach said most of them will be back next week. So we'll kind of keep you posted on that. Of course, again, you can listen at KTYV terrestrially across the the Yampa Valley at 97.7, 105.7 on the FM dial. On the World Wide Web, you can listen at steamboatradio.com. If you go to the Steamboat Radio homepage, look on the upper tab. It says Listen Live. Click on that. The drop-down pops down. Go to KTYV Sports on FM. Click on it, and then kind of scroll down a little bit, and you'll see The words "listen live." Click on that, and bada bing, bada boom. You're cooking with gas, and you can listen wherever we are across the globe. I'm not sure if we got intel yet, but it appears that we are streaming. Our video lights are on, which we love. So right now, we've got a beautiful night for football. It was honking when we came in here. The wind was blowing right in our face.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain, a lot of wind, but it's turning out to be a beautiful evening. It looks like it might be moving through.
Yeah, no, just in time. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a late start here, which is actually fine with me. Talking to Coach, they've installed a completely new offense, an offense that we have not seen in Steamboat Sailor football history. He basically strung it on offensive coordinator Aaron Finch, who is a former head coach, took the Steamboat Sailors in 2009 to the championship game against Valor Christian. Back then he was running a pistol formation. He had Austin Hinder at quarterback, the stud Joe Dover at running back. They had some weapons, obviously, but this is more of a double wing from the shotgun. So it's more reminiscent of what like an Eagle Valley or even Moffat County runs. A lot of deception, a lot of trickeration. It's going to keep us on our toes today, Stu.
Yep. Yeah, having that single setback and back there kind of opens it up for opportunities for the quarterback.
No doubt, and they're going to have a lot of movement. We've got out on Abbott Gotro will be out wide as one of the wide receivers. Unfortunately, as I said, Cohen Vanderbosch out today. Lucas Johnson, he'll be getting reps on both defense, and he'll be coming in as a running back. And Coach just wants to see as many of these different players with live bullets flying. So we'll see.
We'll see how much they put people on, offense and defense, running both sides of the ball. And see, with the amount of boys that they have on this team right now, they can keep a lot of people fresh, but there's a lot of people that have a lot of energy that can play both ways all the time. Absolutely.
We were talking about that 2009 team. We probably had a roster of about 24 kids, and they went always. You lose one starter, you lose three starters. Coach is a little bit more conservative about it. He takes his studs. He lets those guys go both ways, but he's got a bunch of kids that are specializing. I know Cole Vasily, he's starting at cornerback. He's a junior this year. He's going to get some time at receiver. So he's strategically going to move them in. The lineman, especially on the defensive side on the ball, he likes to rotate him in. He likes to keep them fresh. He likes to keep the defense with their, on their toes. So, and when you got fresh linemen, you can do that. And heck, looking at Tanner Cobb right now, that kid looks like he spent some time in the weight room. That looks like a different kid than we saw last fall.
Yep, it does. And looking at this Coleridge team, they're no slouch.
No.
You want to keep your players fresh up against, the size that they show.
Well, and here's the thing. They also returned. They only lost 5 kids as well from a senior class. We played them first game last year. They improved. We ended up finishing 5-4. We had some unlucky games, right, Stu? You think to the Summit County game. You think to the last game of the season, which that Rifle game where Rifle came in 0-8. And the boys were looking past him, and you understand that as a human being. And they thought they had that game won before it happened. Those 2 wins launches this team into the playoffs. These guys finished 5-4. They lost their first 3 and then rolled off a 5-1 record to end the season. So we really need to be looking out for this Coleridge team.
Well, like you said, they only lost 5 players last year, and so they're bringing back a lot of strength, a lot of knowledge. It'll be a good physical game.
No, absolutely. And this coach, who is now in, Justin Reed, who is in his 3rd year as the head coach, has literally changed this program and changed the culture around. Coach mentioned it. They either finished 1st or 2nd in the state last year in baseball. 2 years ago, they won the state. 2A soccer tournament. This school has some athletes.
That's for sure.
Big shout out to a few of our sponsors, of course. Our friends at Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Coming for a test nap today on Loggers Lane. Go see Harris and the gang at Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Also like to thank Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing local point-of-sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and so much more to you and your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. Also a big shout-out to Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more. Knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. West Steamboat, right in front of Steamboat Lumber. Also like to thank Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law. When life gives you a technical foul or a penalty flag, Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law, has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. So your Steamboat Sailors are in their road whites. They've got all white uniforms, black numbers, which this old blind announcer loves because I can actually see them. The black on red numbers, or the black shirts or the red numbers, drove me crazy, but thanks to Ali Alexander and the crew of the Booster Club for making sure we got new uniforms, if not for the kids, for me, so I can see them and know who's out there. Black helmets, they are looking sharp. Coleridge Titans, they are in their home blues with white numbers and white pants. And again, we're getting kind of a late start right now. And I think, what do we have, a little lightning delay here?
Yeah.
So they got to give another... I mean, the kids are out warming up in the field, but it's usually like
20 minutes,
40 minutes from the last strike. They've, in this day and age with technology, they can track the weather, and you could just feel it. It has rolled past us. So, and we had a beautiful rainbow here as we started the broadcast. So, yeah, we've got a bit of a delay here as we are waiting to get started. So, cannot wait to see this. You really, we're talking about the coaching staff. Scott Prismus, the head coach, he took over for Jay Hamrick last year. Jay Hamrick, he's one of the assistants out there, former head coach. Sean Baumgartner, another assistant out there, former head coach of the Steamboat Sailors and the Hayden Tigers. And we mentioned Aaron Finch. He brought the Steamboat Sailors to a state championship, taking over for the legendary Hall of Fame coach Mark Drake, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So this is kind of a fun time here for your Steamboat Sailors. They have rebuilt this program. 60-plus kids out. Coach thinks they're going to have close to 70 once and if they win a couple of games here. He always gets some kids out off the hallway to come out, and the more the merrier, right?
Absolutely. And with all the success, all the knowledge that goes into the coaching staff, the kids, the excitement that they bring to the field, that just pulls people in. And, you look back in the past few years, the amount of people that he had coming out for on the field, man, it just keeps multiplying. It's great to see.
Oh, yeah. It used to be Ironman football. And, you'd have 23, 24 kids on the sideline. With the amount of kids traveled here today, we had 2 buses.
Yep.
Like, that is unheard of in Steamboat football history.
Yep.
So, and then next week we'll have our first home game. Moffat County Bulldogs, Coltrane rivalry, will be in town. Moffat County in a bit of a rebuild. They started 6 freshmen last year. Those kids are sophomores, so expect some growth. Coach Nick Colgate doing a wonderful job with that program. I mean, they're a couple of years removed from going to the semifinals. They just lost 18, 19 seniors, and again, it's high school football, very cyclical. It's sometimes tough to rebuild, and when you're starting freshmen, it's really hard.
Yeah, as long as they stuck it through the summer, or, through the rest of the winter, this spring, this summer, they'll start rebuilding that program, and they, word of mouth, they'll get some more strength out there.
Oh, no doubt. And so we'll keep you posted. I should be getting some intel on the Moffat County Kennedy High School game, and it appears to me that we may be getting another lightning warning here. I'm hearing some thunder. Kids coming off the field right now, so we may send it back to the coach's interview here. As you are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. I'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors before we take a quick break, but it does look like we're going to get another delay here. I have not heard yet from the PA as to what exactly is going on here, but both teams off the field. As we were talking, we heard some rumbling of lightning, although it's currently not raining over us right now. I'd like to thank our friends with the Paoli Group, with the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency. Let Chris Paoli and his team help you with all your real estate needs. The Paoli Group has you covered. Also, a big shout out to Mountain Mattress and Furniture and Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, bringing you the insurance touchdown of the game. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services for life. Mountain Eye Works, helping you and the refs see better for all your eye care needs in Central Park Plaza, in Craig on Victory Way, and online at mountainayeworks.com. I'd like to thank Matt Kempton and the gang at Steamboat Roofing for all your roofing needs. Go to steamboatroofing.com, helping the Sailors raise the roof after each and every victory. Also, a big shout out to One Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto Clinic. Same great service, same great place for all your automotive repair needs, and of course, One Off Auto Center. Jason and the gang specializing in diesel. Also like to thank Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank with locations in Steamboat and Craig, member FDIC, and Steamboat Motors, Ford, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks with store-to-door service online at steamboatmotors.com. Also, a big shout out to Builders First Source for all your building material needs with 2 convenient locations in Steamboat Springs on both 13th Street and on Pine Grove Road in the old Alpine Lumber Building. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go get a little bit of intel. Do we know what's going on here? That's Steamboat, though, isn't it?
Yep.
So let's take a quick break. We're going to check. We're going to run the coach's interview one more time, and we'll get a little bit of intel here and see what's going on here. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, 97.7 on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com, and Sailors football on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. With Steamboat Sailors head football coach, Mr. Scott Prismas. Scott, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm glad it's fall. I've been counting this down for 278 days, and it's good to be back on the air with you.
Well, first game of the season is in a matter of minutes, my friend, and it is a big one. We're in Coal Ridge, getting ready to take on the Coal Ridge Titans. This team seems to have gotten better year in and year out. They've always had good athletes. Changed coaches a couple of years ago. Last year, it wasn't an easy victory, but we got it. Looks like they're returning a bunch of players. What do we know about this Coal Ridge team?
I'm expecting a battle tonight. Like you said, new coach came in a couple years ago, and he's been doing a great job with the boys over here. And hats off to him and being able to sustain and grow my football program. It's not easy these days, but he's doing a great job. I think the baseball team had state championships last year, I think. So they got athletes over here, and this returning group that they have. If everybody comes back, they're returning something like 3,600 yards of offense. So they're going to look to grow on what they did last year. I think they ended the season at number 17. Them and Aston were vying for a playoff spot there at the end of the season, and I think they came up short against Delta 22-6, if I remember right. But they battled all year long.
Yeah, and we all know how good Delta is. So this is a big game, and we saw them improve last year as the season went on. I got to see them play a Moffat County team, and they looked different than we saw. But hey, we get them first game game of the season, it's a good thing. And let's focus on our Steamboat Sailors, because you're talking about building a program, and we've got 60-plus kids out there. We've got a really big senior and junior classes. Both classes are big. A bunch of returners. We've got a quarterback who is going into his third year as a starter. Let's talk about our team and about the reloading process you've got going on here, Coach.
It's been amazing. Like you said, 60-something kids, seniors, juniors. It's a heavy class. JV, varsity. I could not be prouder of these kids and with the numbers and the growth that we're going to have and the continuity we have from top to bottom. At the varsity level, having Tanner back at quarterback for his third year, his arm's gotten stronger. Overall, we only lost 6 starters from last year, so we were a fairly young team last year. We started 3 sophomores last year, so we return a lot of experience. So I'm expecting to see that leadership and growth this season. On the offensive line, this is probably one of the most athletic offensive lines we had, and we had a good offensive line last year. And we're going to miss Owen Warwick and Kyle Meyering on the O-line, but we've reloaded and they're dynamic.
I want to hear some names on the offensive line as to who I'm going to be calling and how many of them are playing both O and D. On
the O-line, we're looking at Philip Harper. He's going to be at one of the tackles. We have Kenny Orrs. He's been a mainstay for us, as Steamer likes to say, Orrs the horse. And then we have Cannon Wilson's at center, and I think Kyle Henninger is going at guard, and then we have Wyatt O'Neal at the other tackle. That's a solid athletic group, and we're going to see Lloyd Warren when he gets back from injury, and then we're going to see Peter Cooper. He's been working in there really well, and we have depth, which is a great thing. I think overall, top to bottom, we have about 15 linemen, and the lineman group, they may start on offensive line, and they're going to be on the defensive line, and defensively, the line group, I like to rotate them in and out, and I like fresh bodies flying around, so you're going to see any combination of those guys on the defensive side.
All right, and in fact, I've got a good nickname for Philip Harper. We used to call him the Phildozer when I coached him in hockey back when he was a youngster. He's a beast. He's a good athlete, and he's a big boy now. He's a little bigger than he was when he was playing Pee Wee and Squirt hockey. Let's talk about some of the skilled positions. Obviously, we're returning a dynamic duo at running back in both Thomas Krupp and Eli Beaver. Both of those guys were hard to stop, and it was a great 1-2 punch. How are they looking, and how are our skilled guys?
Our running back group is looking pretty darn dynamic. Thomas Krupp with his shiftiness and speed. Eli Beaver, he's running downhill extremely hard, and he's put on some muscle in the offseason, and guys are not going to like to tackle him. So being able to go from flash to downhill, it's going to be fun. And we got a couple other guys that are surprising. We have a Lucas Johnson that's in that group, and he's not far behind those guys. So we're going to have a solid running group for a couple years.
All right, let's talk about our receivers. And obviously, you mentioned Tanner Cobb at quarterback. Talk about how they're looking and who we're going to see out there.
I'll start with Tanner. He is growing, and his arm strength has grown a lot this last year. We're going to be able to stretch the field a little bit more than we were last year. And that just comes with maturity. Seeing Tanner grow over the course of 3 years has been great. And the guys that he could throw to, we are not at a loss of deep ball threats. Colin Vanderbosch, he's a returner out on injury. He'll be back next week, I'm thinking. He's going to be a threat like always. He's dynamic. And we have Abbott Gotro, Luke Jordan. We have a couple surprising guys like Kai Rashawn. He's gotten tall and he's fast, running track, runs like a gazelle. A bunch of other guys. And so that wide receiver group is deep. We're looking at how can we get the ball into probably 5, 6, 7 guys' hands, and which is going to create problems for defenses. I'm really excited about the offense that we put together this year, changing some things up. So the attack is going to be a little bit different. Looking at last year, we were pretty balanced. I think at the end of the season, we threw and ran pretty much for the same yardage for the whole year. We really focused on eliminating turnovers this season and how can we protect the ball and control the clock and control field position. But we're not going to be afraid to take shots. We want to be able to run the ball and let the deep threats stretch the field, and we be able to hopefully put it all together and have some fun.
Awesome. Well, I know you are a defensive coach at heart. Let's talk about some of your linebackers and your corners and your safeties. Who do we have on the defensive side of the ball that I need to look out for?
We're returning a bunch of guys again. We only lost 3 starters on defense. We lost a D end. So, the D line, it's always rotating because I never really start one single guy all the time. We're losing 1 or 2 seniors there. We lost Waylon Lott there at middle linebacker, so we're still trying to figure that side out. It's going to be middle linebacker by committee early on until we can find a good rhythm. Lyle Hanninger and Burr Slaff, who's going to be a sophomore. They're vying for that spot right now. Ike Alexander will be mixing it up in that group as well. At the outside backers, we have Eli Beaver returning and Sean Struble. They're both going to be doing a little double duty with offense, so we have some guys that will be trying it out as well as filling in with like AJ Giesling, Ike Alexander, Lucas Krupp a little bit, and a couple of other young guys. We're going to try to find our rhythm inside of the defensive linebacker room. At corners, we have Weston Worthy returning. He's going to be a senior. And then we have Tyler Grove on the other side. Not a surprising guy, but we didn't call his name a ton last year, but Frank Boyce, a senior, he's put in a ton of work, and he's going to find reps at one of the corner spots throughout the game as we spell some guys, because we want to be able to play fast, and our goal is to make it all the way into the fourth quarter when other teams are gassed, and we put the pedal to the metal and we shut things down. At the safety group, I'm excited about this because we have Blue Wills returning and Luke Jordan. We lost Baron Fleming, who had 4 or 5 interceptions and a couple fumble recoveries last year, who really came on strong as a senior. So we're missing that spot. So Cole Vasley will be starting in that position, taking over for Baron. But we still have Luke Jordan, who's been an interception maker and playmaker for us for 2 years. Blue Wills, he's a free roam and hard hitter. He's wearing number 8 again in honor of Jesse Hamrick. Coach Hamrick and I, we felt good about keeping him there. We're keeping Jesse's spirit alive, and so he's gonna sport number 8 for us again this year.
Awesome. Love to hear it. It sounds like you guys are lock, stock, and ready to go. Big game tonight. Mental psyche coming into it. How do we calm the nerves, but also get the boys fired up at the same time? Final thoughts here, and what our final preparation is here before we hit the gridiron to take on the Titans.
We've been trying to learn a lot of the lessons that we learned last year. We're growing from the lessons from last year, and I have not stopped talking about rifle. And we cannot sleep on anybody. This senior group, they've really taken into our philosophy of defend the boat. But the senior motto this year is fear none, respect all. Quite honestly, slept on rifle a little bit last year, and they came in and they were 0-8, and they upset us, and they deserved it. They played a great game, but they don't want that feeling again. So we're not overlooking anybody, and they prepared hard the last 3 weeks, and in particular this week really again. They're planning on coming out, and we're going to attack them. We're going to play hard, and we'll see what we have. It's an early season game. You never know what you're really going to get. There's no film, and you prepare for what you think they're going to do, so it's going to be a fun one. We're definitely excited.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much, and good luck tonight. Go Sailors.
Go Sailors.
That was Steamboat Sailors head football coach Scott Prismas. It is time now for Steamboat Sailors football. We are in the pregame show. We do have some Sailor spotlights on the way, an opportunity for you to get up close and personal and learn a little bit more about your Steamboat Sailors football players and team. If the technology gods smile on us, you'll be able to listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Listen to it wherever you are across the globe by going to steamboatradio.com, clicking on the Listen Live drop down, and then going to KTYV Sports on FM. Then click on the Listen Live tab or button, and you, my friends, are cooking with gas. You can listen wherever you are in the Yampa Valley, right here on KTYV Sports on FM at 97.7 and 105.7 on the FM dial. It's Steamboat Sailors football, and your Steamboat Sailors are on the road at Coleridge High School, getting ready to take on the Coleridge Titans. We've got kickoff here at the top of the hour. Keep it locked right here. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. It's Steamboat Sailors football right here on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. We are KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial, at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, and online at steamboatradio.com.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is AJ Gieslin. I play outside linebacker. I've been playing football for like 5 years now. A personal goal I have for football this year is to be a contributor on varsity. A team goal is probably to beat Craig and maybe make the playoffs. Other sports and activities I like going biking and snowboarding every now and then. My favorite subject in school is my open period because I don't really have to do anything. And then this summer, I hung out with my friends and I worked on a roof, doing some roofing. Some plans after I graduate, probably want to go to trade school or join the military, maybe college, I don't know. And then my favorite movie is Talladega Nights because Ricky Bobby's funny. I am AJ Gieslin and I am proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Steamboat Sailors football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builders First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens and Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eye Works,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors football.
Brian Harvey, Stu Kochi, live from Coleridge High School here. The weather has dissipated. The teams are on the field. It looks like we're ready for some football after a little bit of a delay, Stu.
It's a gorgeous night.
So, yeah, the temperature is perfect. It's not super hot. This is a great night for football.
It's a great night for opening night for the season. Looking forward to it. We're just getting done with the coin toss. Looks like Steamboat deferred.
Coleridge will receive the ball to start the game.
Coleridge is going to receive the ball.
So your Steamboat Sailors will be moving left to right on your radio dial or your video stream. If you're watching at home, you can do so at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com and search out Steamboat Radio if you're not a subscriber already. Hit that subscribe button and then watch the live. Hit the live feed, and you, my friend, should be cooking with gas. Of course, you can listen terrestrially across the Yampa Valley at 97.7 and 105.7 on KTYV Sports on FM and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Sailors are in white with black numbers and black helmets. Coleridge Titans, blue shirts, white pants, black helmets. They will be receiving. Let's see what the Steamboat Sailors. Interesting that they deferred right off the bat. Coach is a defensive-minded coach, though.
That's true.
So actually, I'm not surprised at all. And if you'll remember, I don't know if you were here or not, Stu, but 2 years ago, we played here. Thomas Krupp, first play from scrimmage, he took to the house on an 80-yard handoff. Let's see if we can get something like that going for our Sailors.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I would be too. And I'm telling you, if you've got Krupp and Beaver splitting carries, look out. A lot of anticipation here, a lot of nerves. All these boys, both sides, can't wait to get that first hit in. You played some football in your time. What's it like this first game?
You definitely have the butterflies going on. Once you get that first hit out of the way, it's on.
Droyko and Munoz back deep. For the Titans, Beaver with a high kick, lands at the 10, bounces down, hard to handle at the 5. Coming up over that right side is Kuhn. He's got the ball and he's taken down just at about the 20-yard line. So good special teams for your Steamboat Sailors.
They got a lot of guys around the ball and got him wrapped up, got him to the ground.
So let's see what the Steamboat Sailors can do here on defense. 0-0 the score, just underway here. 0-0 the score in Moffat County. Bulldogs taking on Kennedy High School after the first quarter. We'll keep you updated thanks to Cody May, who's sick at home being my producer. All right, we got one wide receiver spread way wide, and we've got too many men on the field. I was like, oh, he's not wide. Yep. They broke the huddle and went to the line. That's a bozo no-no, right, Stu?
That's the jitters right there.
Yep. All right, 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15 now. Titans in tight, double wing formation. Now they shift, sending 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback keep here. He pitches it back. Ball's down. Sailors have it. A huge play. Eli Beaver comes up with the ball. Wow.
Fantastic. Great way to start the season.
Describe the play.
You know, it looked like they were trying to do a little bit of trickery there, and try and throw the defense off. Defense just kept their wits about them and watched the ball and got after it.
There's an errant pitch there that the running back could not handle from the quarterback. Little option play, and the Sailors have it 1st and 10. They're at the 15-yard line. Tanner Cobb from the gun. He's got Thomas Krupp to his left. Trips in tight to the right, 1 to the left. They're on that right hash mark. Krupp takes it right up the gut, and he's going to pick up positive yards there.
Number 20, Thomas Krupp, tackled by number 8, Angel Hernandez.
So Hernandez on the tackle. Sailors do pick up a couple of yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. Krupp still in there.
2nd down and 8.
Sailors break the huddle, and I love it, man. This offensive line looks big. Abbott Gotro wide to the left. Once again, 1 receiver in tight. That's Jordan. Handoff there to Krupp. He cuts it up. He's got positive yards. Still on his feet. And he's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sailors, Thomas Krupp.
Looks like he picked up right where he left off.
He is so... well, first of all, it's really hard to see him, right? He's got the Barry Sanders syndrome there. Like me, tall in person, short in stature, tall in personality. But Thomas Krupp, man, what a great run there. Shucking and jiving, takes it into the end zone. Sailors up 6-0 here, looking to add the extra point. Beaver with the kick, and we've got a movement here on the D. Going to go against Coleridge.
Offsides on Coleridge.
So that'll be a half the distance, and it looks like the Sailors, with the extra yard, are going to line it up and try to go for the 2-point conversion. And when you've got Krupp or Beaver in the backfield, why not?
Why not? He does such a good job of keeping his head, looking straight ahead, keeping his shoulder pads parallel to the line. He's looking for those holes.
His vision is incredible, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, Michael Jordan-esque there. He just sees everything. You can just tell. So that one's a direct snap there to Krupp.
There it is, 2 points.
And
try for
Thomas Krupp, 8.
Steamboat 8,
Coleridge Titans 0. So Krupp with the first 8 points of the game. Sailors will take it. That point can make a difference because we know this Coleridge team is strong. They've got some first game jitters, as do the Sailors. But 8 points is nothing, right, Coach?
It's nothing.
We got a lot of football left. Take this opportunity to thank our friends at Builders First Source for all your building materials, with 2 convenient locations in Steamboat Springs on both 13th Street and on Pine Grove Road for all your building materials. Also like to thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Coming for a test nap today. Stu, I needed a test nap. I needed a test nap this week. It's been a long one, but it's been a fun one.
It has.
So 11:06 left in this first quarter, just underway here. Sailors on top, capitalizing on the first turnover of the game. Let's see if the Sailors can keep the pressure on here. Eli Beaver with the kick from the 40-yard line. Sailors in all white, black helmets, black numbers. Coleridge Titans in their blue tops, white pants. Charge the ball. Now they break it up. So it looks like Dylan Miller. No, that's even Duchka. And that ball is going to go deep into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. What a great kick for Eli Beaver.
Yep.
So Coach was telling us, if you remember the Chargers right before halftime in a game last season, they fair caught the kickoff, and they kicked the ball from a tee and got like a 60-some-odd yard field goal. Well, that is a rule. And so Coach said they tried that because you can do that in high school football. Eli Beaver hit a 60-plus yard field goal off a tee. Now, it's off a tee, a little bit different, but watch for that. Coach is trying to think of everything right now. So Coleridge, once again, big shift. They were in tight. Now they spread it out. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 2 men in the backfield. Quarterback pitches that ball forward, and Sailors wrap up the running back before he gets anything. Carry there by big number 40, Tayson Collard. It's going to pick up maybe a yard on the play. So Dylan Miller is the quarterback, number 5 here. He's a senior.
Check that, 2nd and 8, gain of 2.
5'10", 150 pounds. They break the huddle. He did pick up. They gave him 2 yards on that carry. They send 3 receivers off to the right there on this left hash mark. 1 man in the backfield, man in motion. Now he goes left to right. Quick pass. Miller.
From Miller intended for Marcus Munoz.
So Munoz was the intended receiver, couldn't quite catch it. That was a fastball, and it was low and away.
I'll tell you what, watching the defensive line, man, that's the clash of the Titans in there.
Big boys, right?
Man, on both sides.
I mean, honestly, this is one of the biggest lines I've seen from the Steamboat Sailors, and I've been calling games since 1991. So 3 receivers off to the right on that left hash mark, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Miller, the quarterback from the gun. He's got Tollard behind him, the running back. Man in motion left to right, rolling there to his left. Quarterback keep. Miller's going to take it down the sideline, positive yards. He's going to be really close to the first down. I think he's got it. Cole Vasily on the tackle there at the sidelines.
First down.
So first down Titans. So the Titans starting to settle down a little bit.
You know, that bodes well for the secondary on the defense of Steamboat. They really had those guys covered, and all he could do was scramble.
1st and 10, Sailors up 8-0, 10-18 left in this first quarter. Thomas Krupp with a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Under center, now he breaks it. Dylan Miller, the quarterback, sending 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. These guys love to shift. Back to pass, quick flare out to the right. That one's complete, and that man's got some room. Ball's down again. Who's got it? Sailors come up with it.
Play complete to Marcus.
Now he may be down. He may be down. Let's see what the ref calls.
A flag on the play.
So let's see what the call is. We got a flag on the play. What did you see there, Stu?
It was pretty crowded over there. Couldn't see it.
It's a long distance away. Sailors, second turnover of the game.
Second turnover.
Wow.
Waiting the penalty off. Steamboat first down.
Fantastic.
So that was a nice pass and catch. Quarterback, though, holding the wide receiver holding that ball like a loaf of bread. And it looked to me like it was Angel Hernandez who caught that ball, tried to run down that right sideline. He was going to pick up 6, 7, 8 yards on the play. Sailors, though, break the huddle. They've got the ball moving left to right. Abbott Gotro near side, 2 receivers right and left. Krupp in the backfield. Handoff from Tanner Cobb over the right side. Oh, ball downs. He drops it. Let's see who comes up with it. It looks like Sailors may have it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Sailors.
So Krupp stayed with the ball. Looks like big number 69 for the Steamboat Sailors. Lyle Henninger came up with that fumble, so we will take that, Stu.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for his opening, and he just didn't get the ball where he needed it to be put, and just got out of his hands.
Did not put the loaf of bread in the bread box there. Second down, 8 to go here. 9:31 and counting. Sailors on top, 8-0. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Titans. Pitch over the right side. That's Gotro. Gotro on the jet sweep there. He's wrapped up, but he falls forward after picking up maybe 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up a third down and a long 6, maybe 7. Let's see where they mark him. Osley and Munoz on the tackle for the Coleridge Titans. So it'll be a third down and what looks to be about 6 or 7.
Gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 6.
PA announcer said 6, so we'll go with that. Ball marked down to about the 32-yard line of Coleridge. Clock ticking at 8:45 left in this first quarter. Luke Jordan goes off to the right. Gotro's in the slot on the right side. Ball on the left hash. And Tanner Cobb's going to keep this one. He's going to roll to his right. First pass of the game. Wide open. Caught and to the end zone. Sailors score their second touchdown of the game. Pass complete to big number 81, Lucas Krupp, the tight end. Wow.
Wow, that had to have been a blown coverage on Coleridge. He was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 5-10 yards of him.
Well, what do the Sailors do? They run. All of a sudden, Coleridge bringing everybody in the box. They're not going to pass the ball. First pass of the game. That's a 32-yard touchdown score for Lucas Krupp. So 8:25 left. Sailors leading 14-0. They're going to go for the extra point here, but we've got an injured player on the field. We'll take this opportunity to thank a few more of our Steamboat Sailor sponsors. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow with Steamboat Sailors boys soccer. Evergreen in town. Sailors taking on the Cougars. 4:30 pregame shows, 5 o'clock kickoff. So a late one Saturday at Gardner Field. I'd like to thank our friends at Dotson Payment Solution, bringing you local point-of-sale payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. Sailors lining up for the extra point. Here comes the snap, the hold, the ball's down, line drive kick by Beaver, and that one is good.
Good. Score, Steamboat 15, Coleridge 0.
So 15-0 the score. It's been all Sailors here in this first half.
Get some snacks, get some drinks, get some candy.
He seems to be mixing up his playlist and
check out the.
So really throwing a lot of different things at him.
It looks like, is Henninger the long snapper?
Yes.
Okay. That was a nice snap, and that's... We lost, Kyle Meyering last year was doing the long snapping, and that's not easy. Cannon Wilson playing a little center on offense.
Yep.
You know that guy, don't you?
Yeah, I do, a little bit.
So 8:25 left in this first quarter, 15-0 the score. Beaver with his third kick of the game. So coach proving to be brilliant deferring that kick, huh? Mm-hmm. So the Sailors, they bunch up. They're in the huddle. They turn and they sprint to the ball. They fake the kick and then they spread back out, get into their lanes, and then they're going to kick it back deep. Number 6, Evan Duka. Can't pronounce that name. Dujka. Big high kick. And that one is going to go into the end zone. Beaver. These kids are all bigger and stronger and faster than they were last year.
Fans, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at Coleridge High School is a student organization that desires to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ. Through the influence of coaches and
take this opportunity to thank our friends at Steamboat Ace Hardware. The helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more. Knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. West Steamboat on Highway 40. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Coleridge Titans from the 20-yard line here for the Titans. They break the huddle. They bring it in tight. And let's see if they stay in this double wing set. They do. Inside handoff, trap play, right up the gut. Look out.
Big run by number 44, Jaden Emery.
So Jaden Emery picks up a first down there with a 12-yard run. He just took it right up the gut, followed his center and guard right in the hole. That was a pretty sweet play right there.
That was a pretty good play. Yeah, they just drove everybody right up the middle and just drove them back.
Well, and they've been lining up in that tight formation, and then they shift out of it. That was the first time they actually ran a play from it. So let's see what they do here. Having some success running that ball right up the gut. Now they pull the shift, spread everybody out. 2 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Ball between the hashes, man in motion. Another handoff there, up the gut, and that is big number 44, Jaden Emery. And he's going to be close to the first down, about an 8-9 yard pickup there, Stu.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a little bit of double teaming up on the nose guard, pushing them back and getting a hold there.
And up for another Coleridge. First down.
So that'll bring up first down. He got enough for the first. Clock ticking here at 7:37. Ball marked down at about the 44-yard line of Coleridge. Coleridge moving right to left. Remember, you can listen and watch this game at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. 2 receivers off to the left, 2 to the right. Emery in the backfield. Inside handoff again. Emery takes it right up the gut. And a good play by the Sailors, but he picks up 3 or 4 yards on the play with a handoff from Dylan Miller.
And 4 makes it second down and 6.
Defensive line got a good separation and got their heads over the shoulder of the offensive line, see where that ball was, and close down that hole.
So a second down, and they said 6, maybe 5.5. Ball close to midfield here at about the 48-yard line of Coleridge. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Emery in the backfield. Back to pass, nope. Inside handoff again. Emery bounces off to the right side. He's got the first down. So now the Titans
Emery with another carry to the right side for a Coleridge. First down.
starting to move the football. And this is where the Sailors have to batten down the hatches, Stu. You know, yeah, you're up 15-0, but there's a lot of football left to play.
There is a lot of football. Yeah, they got to keep their head on that swivel.
So Coleridge putting together a nice drive here on the ground. Dylan Miller, the quarterback, he's a senior, sending 2 receivers off to the right, 2 to the left. Again, they're on that right hash. Jaden Emery, the running back, from the gun, another handoff right up the gut. Positive yards there. Sailors able to stop him after he picks up 3-4 yards on the play. He's just a big boy. He's got a lot of length.
Yep. It looks like he snuck around the outside and got in behind and tripped him up. Made a stop, 3 yards?
Yeah.
2 yards.
So again, breaking the huddle. 2 men to the right and left. Receivers. Emery in the backfield. Miller, the quarterback. And it's going to be a quarterback keep. Miller takes it off that right side. Sailors do read that one, and they wrap him up. Looks like Eli Beaver on the tackle, as well as, I believe that's Vasily, who also got in there. Yeah, Cole Vasily assisting on that tackle. So that's going to bring, it's a loss of a yard or 2 there. It's going to bring up a third and a long 8.5 yards. Ball is marked down at about the 47-yard line of Steamboat. 2 receivers to the right and left. 1 man in the backfield with Miller, the quarterback. That is Jaden Emery. He has been very tough on the ground. Miller's going to throw this one over the right side. Got a man, first down. Titans to about the 32-yard line. So Miller, the kid's got a cannon. He's got an arm, right? Mm-hmm. Turnovers have been the name of this game, and they have been costly.
Yeah, it looked like they were definitely making the ground on the ground and throwing that out there. Kind of surprised me that they were going to throw as successful as they were running the ball.
So they break the huddle. Coleridge again sending now 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Emery in the backfield. Allen, the quarterback, in motion, and now we got a sweep off the left side. Quarterback cuts it up.
Dylan Miller on the quarterback keeper again.
And Dylan Miller picks up maybe a yard or 2. We're down to about 4:20 left in this first quarter, clock ticking. Sailors on top if you're just joining us, 15-0. That's going to be a second down and 7. So the Bulldogs on top of the Commanders, 8-0 in Moffat County. Inside handoff right up the gut. Positive yards for Jaden Emery. I looked like I thought he may have dropped the ball, but he didn't. So Pollard with the carry that time. A little change up there had everybody confused. He picks up positive yards, 7 on the play, and that is going to be a third down and about 3.5, maybe 4 yards to go for the first. Ball is marked down at about the 27-yard line of Steamboat. So best drive of the day for the Titans. And we are going to get a timeout.
Officials timeout.
Here on the field. So next Friday night, it's the Coltrane rivalry, Stu. It should be a good one.
That'll be a good one. Last year, it was quite the lopsided game, but they are a tough team.
Oh, and they've got that game circled from last year.
They do.
Inside handoff there. And
Jason Collins with the carry, no gain.
Cannon.
Was that Cannon Wilson? You can say that in the microphone. Help me out here. Let me know if you know who makes those tackles, because I'm just trying to keep track of what's going on. But that brings up a fourth and about 5 to go. Big stop there. Cannon Wilson and that defensive line stopped that inside run.
Yeah, all three of them kind of just pie-shaped it in there, and, man, they just bunched him right up.
That was Tayson Collard on the carry. So a fourth down play here. 2 receivers off to the left, 2 to the right. 1 man in the backfield. Back to pass, looking, rolling off to his right. He's flushed. He's looking to pass. Throws it down the field. That one's complete. First down. Down to the 10-yard line. Dylan Miller gets it to Munoz. Gets the first down. So Miller's showing some good poise as we're down to 2:24. Clock stops with the moving of the chains. First quarter action as we had a big delay with the weather, but it's turned into an absolutely gorgeous night here at Coleridge High School. Titans break the huddle. Ball marked down to what looks like about the 13-yard line. Inside handoff there to Pollard. Pollard takes it over the right side of the line and picks up positive yards.
Right side.
So inside the 10 now, march the Titans. Second down and 6. 6 yards to go. They can get the first down without scoring the touchdown. Sailors with their backs against the goal line. Definitely need to tighten things up here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Looks like Tollard is still in the backfield. Handoff over the right side. No, I'm sorry, that's Jaden Emery. He picks up positive yards. Again, attacking that right side of the line.
Gain of a couple.
So that's going to bring up a third down and about 4 yards for the first down. Sailors defense need to be salty here. Clock ticking. We're down to 1:10 left in this first quarter. Sailors leading 15-0 to the Coleridge Titans. Turnovers have been the name of the game. 3 receivers, trips off to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Miller, the quarterback. He's got Emery to his right in the backfield. Back to pass. Miller rolling to his left. He's going to keep this one. Sailors have got a sack. Eli Beaver leading the charge.
Quarterback keeper.
Getting a little bit of help from Abbott Gautreaux. The Cajun connection. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and about 3.5, maybe 4 yards, Coach. Looks like they're going to go for it, or are they going to kick? I think they're going to go for it.
I think they're going to go for it.
Wow. Well, you're going to leave the Sailors backed up, right, if you don't make it?
Yep.
This is going to be a great test for the Sailors defense.
Will be.
And what a momentum change it will be. This is a big play here early on in the game as we're down to 15 seconds left. Now, they may just let the clock run, kind of seeing what the Sailors are going to. Nope, they're going to get the play off. Quarterback keep, pitch back, ball's down. Sailors have it. Another turnover. Sailors scoop and take it up to about the 35-yard line. Picked up by number 81.
Steamboat first down.
For your Steamboat Sailors,
56, Levi Axtell.
Lucas Krupp having a game.
Wow.
We're usually talking about his twin brother. It's great to see Lucas get in the mix. What a play. I feel for the Titans here. You know, they are a strong team. You can see it, but turnovers are absolutely killing them right now.
Yeah, there was a lot going on, a lot of movement going on in that play. And with that defense, as strong as they're looking right now, man, they put the pressure on them, confused the offense, and we ended up with the ball.
And again, an errant pitch. That was the second turnover on a pitch from the quarterback. So Dylan Miller and the Titans stymied by these Sailors. So the Sailors get the ball back. Huge turnover. And Lucas Krupp scoops it up and picks up another 25 or so yards. Because the quarterback pitched that backwards. The ball went about 20 yards. Yeah. We weren't quite sure who was going to get it. Your coaching came out on the play. Stu, we could tell. On loan from Steamboat Lumber, thanks to Stu Kochi. Been running the camera for us for the last couple of years, and we greatly appreciate it. Doing lacrosse for us.
Glad to do it.
Well, when your stepson is a 3-sport varsity sport, you're gonna get you know. We'll see you at the ice rink as well.
Right. He was talking about 4 earlier this year. I don't know.
I love it. I like his drive. All right, inside handoff. Thomas Krupp.
Right,
he's got some room. Krupp finds an opening. Big seam down to the 40. That right there is a huge pickup by Thomas Krupp, and we've got a ref down. So Thomas Krupp.
Angel Hernandez.
That was a 35, almost 40-yard run. And you could just see Krupp. He put the afterburners. I think he heard me talking about his twin brother.
He was coming after you after the end zone.
Yeah, little sibling rivalry there. So Krupp just turned it on. Sailors get a big first down on the ground. And the ball is going to be marked down at the 40-yard line. So 30-yard run. It will be 1st and 10 for the Sailors. The referee looks like he is okay.
Yeah.
He took a hit. Got Luke Jordan out wide for your Steamboat Sailors. On the right side. Ball is on the left half. Gotro goes in motion left to right. Inside handoff there. Eli Beaver with the carry. He gets his first carry of the game.
Run up the middle there.
And the Sailors pick up a couple of yards there. 11:39 just underway. Second quarter action. Sailors leading 15-0. 2nd down and 8 for your Steamboat Sailors. Ball marked down at the 38-yard line. Sailors need to get to the 30 to get the first down. Luke Jordan off wide to the right. Sailors have trips in tight here to the left. Ball's between the 2 hash marks. Tanner Cobb, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, throws that right over the middle. He had a man, and Luke Jordan couldn't quite come up with it. Maybe take a little off that. He fired that. He has got a cannon. He is so much bigger right now than he was. It's the great thing about high school, right? These kids every year, they get a little closer to manhood, Stu.
They do.
And before long, they're going to be on the couch with a clicker in their hand. We don't need to rush it. All right, 3rd down, 8 to go. 15-0 to score. Steamboat leading. Third and long for your Steamboat Sailors. Cobb from the gun. He's got one man in the backfield. That's Krupp. Looking to pass. Now Cobb's going to hold, quarterback keep. He's going to pick up positive yards. He gets about 5, but not enough for the first down. This is going to bring up a 4th down. And let's see where they mark it, but it looks like it's going to be about 3 yards, maybe 4 for the first. 3 yards. And the Sailors are going to just stay right on the field. The way their defense is playing, that's what I would do.
Yeah, you're kind of in that gray area. You know, you can't really punt it. Field goals out there a little ways. They've got the strength.
Oh, low snap. Great play by Cobb. Picks it up off the ground. Cobb's going to keep it. And let's see. I think he got it.
Keeper by number 1, Tanner Cobb.
He got it.
Marcus Munoz.
I believe he got it. Let's see where they marked the football. Yeah, he went airborne.
He got it.
And that was a great play by the senior quarterback, Tanner Cobb. That was a low snap. He had to pick it up off the ground. He had the wherewithal to run over the left side of the line. And when he was about to get hit, defender went low, he went high. He looked like John Elway there, back from 1997. 2 receivers off to the right, Gautreaux and Jordan. 2 in tight to the left. Cobb from the gun. Krupp in the backfield. Back to pass. Oh, little trickeration, and that did not work.
Nice play in the backfield by number 9, Kai Osterley. He ends up with the ball.
And they're going to give it. They're going to give the ball, I believe, to Coleridge. The coaching staff is pointing that way. Let's see what the refs say, though. The hometown fans are definitely saying that. He pulled it out of his arms, but was he down?
Even though Coleridge had the ball.
Hometown fans aren't going to like that, but a big loss. It's going to be 2nd down and about 17. They're saying 15 on the clock. So they tried a double reverse on that play. Got a little too cute. And basically the defensive line, which is big, these guys are big hogs for Coleridge. They were in the backfield, and they sniffed that one out. They were hungry, and they wanted to eat, and that's just exactly what they did. So 2nd down, 15 to go. Sailors backed up a little bit. Ball down at the 35-yard line. Clock stopped here with 9:16 left in this second quarter.
Go to the ground. Ball stays with the offense. Big loss, though. 2nd down and 15 for the Sailors.
Now clock rolling here with 9:10 left. Sailors run in the play. Let's see what they've got in store here. And honestly, when you've got Krupp and Beaver in the backfield, this could be a run play or it could be a pass. 2 receivers off to the left, actually 3 with the tight end. 1 man Krupp in the backfield. Back to pass. They flip. Oh, that's a backwards pass. He's got to chase that out of bounds, and he does. So Krupp, that one hit him right in the face.
Yep.
And again, I think Cobb trying to find his touch. You know, it's still early.
Not sure if it was a forward pass or a lateral.
Goes out of bounds. I'm pretty sure that was a lateral. And they may pick up a yard because it bounced. It was thrown backwards, but it bounced off his face mask and went forwards and out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
They're saying 3rd and 17. Okay. I misspoke. 8:42 left in this first half. 15-0 the score. Sailors on top. 3rd and a country mile right now. Ball is marked down at about the 37-yard line of Coleridge. 3 receivers off to the right. 1 to the left. Cobb from the gun. Krupp in the backfield. Back to pass. Cobb looking. He's got a lot of pressure in his grill. Throws that one a little too much, looking for Gautreaux down the center. Nice ball, though, and he's showing a little bit more arm strength.
He is. He's really aggressive, and he really watches his wide receivers. He had 2 people out there, but just put a little too much on it.
So, wisely here, the Sailors are going to punt, and I like this call. They may call a timeout. Now, let's watch this punt play. I believe they're going to do something pretty tricky here. They've got a new punt play that Coach was telling me about. So This looks fairly normal. Now they spread it out. And let's see what they do here. This could be a pass or a punt. You got 3 receivers out wide, and Jordan punts that one out of bounds, and they get positive yards. So they send 3 guys out wide. The only actual receiver that's eligible is the widest guy out. And they did that on both sides, and they're trying to spread them out. And if they don't cover them, they've got men open.
Yep.
Coach found that play. He found that play. He sat next to a coach on the airplane who was like a coach down in Texas, and he showed him that play, and coach is like, we're doing that. So at any rate, it worked, and it backed him up because the ball is inside the 20 right now. Looks like it's marked down at the 18. 1st and 10 from their own 18 are the Coleridge Titans. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion, right to left. Rolling to his left is Allen. He throws that ball up, and that one is caught.
To number 6, Evan Doika.
So Dylan Miller with the pass to Doika. We got the pronunciation I wanted. So Doika makes the catch. He gets tackled, and that will be a 1st and 10.
Dan 9 makes it 2nd down and 1.
Oh, 2nd and 1. Not going to give him the 1st down. From the gun here is Miller. Miller's going to quarterback keep. He's going to take it up the gut. Nice play by the Sailors as he is ripped down.
Yeah, he took looked like he took a high snap there and didn't know for sure if he was going to be able to get it under control, so he just tried to get the best out of it that he could.
And Philip Harper, the Phildozer, made the tackle, and Philip has gotten big. He's a big, strong, fast boy. He used to coach him in hockey back when he was 9, 10, 11 years old. He is a beast on the line. 3 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Miller throws that ball, little flare pass off to the right, and the Sailors read that one like a book. Ball down again.
Diego Gomez on the reception.
And it's Sailor ball. Wow.
Fumble on the play.
4th turnover of the game.
Yep.
Sailors recover. Steamboat 1st down.
Wow. 15-0 still the score, 7:44 left in this first half.
I really do like the way Coleridge is shaking it up, between the run and the pass and, the split out and going in tight. Man, they are shaking it up.
They are making it hard on us, Stu.
Yeah.
No, they're changing formations. Mm-hmm. These kids figure it out. Watch out. This team is good, and they improved exponentially last year from the first game to the last. So Sailors get the ball back on the turnover. Luke Jordan out wide to the right, Gotro to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Gotro goes in motion left to right. Inside handoff there to Krupp. Krupp takes it up the gut. He picks up about 7 yards on the play.
Marcus
Munoz on the tackle. 7:30 ball counting. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a 2nd down and about 4. Picks up 6 yards on the carry. So Krupp having a great afternoon here or evening.
2nd down and 4.
2nd down, 4 to go. Ball marked down to the 24-yard line. Sailors break the huddle, sending Gotro out wide to the right, Luke Jordan to the left. Krupp in the backfield with Cobb. Cobb from the gun. Cobb, another handoff there to Krupp. He gets wrapped up.
And off to Krupp. Snuffed out by number 75, Aaron Chavez.
So he gets pushed back for a loss, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5, maybe 6.
That play definitely didn't develop like they wanted it to. That's a quick right up the middle, but the guy snuck around from the outside and pulled him down.
So 3rd down, about 7 to go now for the first. Sailors break the huddle. And they're going to send Krupp way out wide, empty backfield here. Tanner Cobb, he can run, and he has run. So 3 receivers off to the right. They quickly roll it. Cobb's going to take that one up. Quarterback keep. He's got the 1st down. He's got some green grass. He takes it inside the 10. A huge run for the quarterback. The senior Tanner Cobb gets the 1st down.
Yeah, they totally showed nothing but pass and threw everybody off. So that secondary all backed up.
Yep.
Wide open.
And Tanner Cobb paid the toll and said, you know what, I'm going to take that right down that highway.
Yep.
And that's going to bring up a 1st and goal to goal. Ball marked down to about the 5-yard line. And play off the right side there.
Go to the right side.
This is
big scrum.
That's power football right there.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who had the football. Looked like Krupp got the handoff off the right side. They did pick up a yard on the play, so that'll be 2nd down and goal to goal from about the 4-yard line. They're marking it down at the 3. Sailors break the huddle. Everybody's in tight. Cobb now going out wide. This is going to be a direct snap. No, who's under center? And they're going to keep that one and take it right up the gut, but we've got a flag on the play. So Tanner Cobb, the quarterback, lined up right like we were doing the Philly special.
Oh, defense.
And they called that on the defense.
Wow. Defense got a little antsy right there.
Half the distance to the goal line.
So half the distance to the goal line. They jumped. That was... So the Sailors certainly early on, once again, Cobb breaks the huddle. He's out wide right. Looks like a direct snap to Krupp. Krupp takes that one, and he's going to be close to the goal line. He was just following all the big boys. You had no. I don't know who number 40 is. I don't have him on my program. Looks like Sean Struble was in there as well. And the Coleridge Titans are going to call a timeout. It is 3rd and goal. The ball's marked down to the 1-yard line. Sailors knocking at the door. This is certainly 4-down territory, so we got 2 tries to get it in. 4:35 left in this first half. It's been all Krupp football here today. Thomas Krupp got the first touchdown and the 2-point conversion. His brother Lucas caught a 25-yard pass, took it to the end zone, coming left to right across the field, and then Eli Beaver hit the extra point. So we got a little Beaver in there as well. So 15-0 the score. Sailors looking to add to that. I'd like to thank the law firm of Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law. When life throws you a yellow flag, Ellens and Strom has your back. Criminal, civil, estate planning, real estate, business, and more. Go to ellensstrom.com. 3rd and goal. Let's see what the Sailors are going to do. They are bunched up tight. Krupp. And again, a direct snap to Krupp, and this time he takes it in.
Down, number 20.
So Cobb was lined up right. He was the one receiver, and the Sailors able to score. Thomas Krupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 21-0.
You know, they set that up on the last 2 plays where, you know, they saw him just dive right over that, and then this one threw him off because they waited for him to pull that one in.
And he faked like he was going to go over the top and went, just skirted around the right, found himself a nice little lane, found a hole, and he took advantage of it. Eli Beaver for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. And
point is good. Score Steamboat 22.
Sailors on top, 22-0. Steamboat Sailors football brought to you in part by Steamboat Motors. Steamboat Motors, sales, service, parts, and accessories. Your home for brand new Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler. Plus, they got a slew of used vehicles on the lot as well, and if they don't have exactly what you're looking for, they will find it. Jimmy, Ralph, and the gang at Steamboat Motors have you covered. Shop them online at steamboatmotors.com. Got a feeling Ralph will be cooking up tomorrow. I got to go to work early And I may be taking advantage of Ralph's Grilling. Have you ever been over there on a Saturday? You should do it, my friend. He doesn't like that. He hates it when I talk about it. But he said, I'm going to get in trouble. I go, you're not getting in trouble. 4:32 left in this first half. Sailors. And one time they will kick that ball and try to get that onside kick. Break the huddle. Now they get in their respective lanes. Eli Beaver is lining up for the kick. Deutschke back deep. Big booming kick, and that one is going to be fielded at about the 1. That's taken there by number 3, Hernandez. Angel Hernandez.
Munoz with a nice run back. Tackle by number 22, Lucas Johnson. Coleridge, first down.
I got Hernandez as number 3. I may have to change programs. I'm assuming that the PA announcer knows more than me, at least on their team. So that will be a 1st and 10 ball. Is marked down at about the 22-yard line of the Coleridge Titans. Sailors on top, 22-0. 4:26 left in this first half. And Dylan Miller, the quarterback from the gun. He's got a running back off to his left, 2 receivers here to the right, 2 to the left. Miller now forced out of the pocket. He's looking. He throws that ball on the run. That's complete. First down over the right side. Nice little move on the far side there. Number 11, Munoz, down that sideline. Breaks it into Sailor territory and gets pushed out of bounds. And that is a first down for the Coleridge Titans down to about the 38-yard line. A beautiful pass and catch.
Quarterback stayed focused on that, and the receiver stayed focused, got that ball, and just right down the line.
Impressive. Miller had a lot of pressure, right?
Yeah.
So clock ticking here as he stayed inbounds, 4 minutes and counting. Ball marked down to the 44-yard line of Steamboat. The Titans on the move, spreading it out. Receivers to the right and left, 1 man in the backfield. Allen, the quarterback, back to pass. Miller flushed out to his right, looking, throwing it downfield. At the first down marker, they got another one there.
Miller's pass play complete to Marcus Munoz.
So Munoz with the first down.
It's enough for another Coleridge. First down.
Luke Jordan on the tackle for the Steamboat Sailors. First down Titans, and they have been able to move the ball, but the Sailors bending, not breaking. 4 turnovers on the day, am I right? 4 turnovers.
Yep.
That is the story of the game right here. Clock ticking here with 3:15 left in this first half. Miller from the gun, looking off to his left. Now he throws, runs, he's got a man downfield. That one's caught to the tight end, and down the sideline goes big number 7, Jesse Reichel. Okay, we definitely have.
Coleridge, first down.
I have a completely different. I'll be getting a new program here. Max Preps does not have the correct roster. 3:03 left, 22-0 the score. Sailors on top. First down. Sailors are going to call a timeout here. Give their defense a little bit of a rest and regroup as the ball is inside the 20. Will be down to the 7-yard line. It will be 1st and goal to go. So, again, let's see if the Sailors can batten down the hatches here. And huge goal line stop. Last time the Titans were in the red zone, they got a big turnover. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial in the Yampa Valley. Online at steamboatradio.com. Click on the Listen Live button. Scroll down to KTYV. Click on it. Click on the Listen Live tab. And you, my friends, are cooking with gas. And, of course, you can listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Breaking the huddle after the timeout. from the gun. Miller rolling off to his right, looking, throwing to the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Munoz.
Marcus Munoz.
So Munoz gets both feet down, and with 2:56 left in this first half, the Coleridge Titans finally get on the board.
Yeah, that quarterback's definitely got his arm warmed up now.
Kept his eyes looking down the field, and we're going to have a second half of football, something tells me.
We are. We're going for 2.
Going to go for 2. Don't have enough guys in. Now they do. Oh, no, they're going to line it up. Here comes the extra point, the kick, and that is good.
Yep.
Extra point.
22-7 the score with 2:56 left in this first half. Sailors have plenty of time right now to add some more points to the board.
Yeah, and if they would have started out the ball game the way that they've just ran that one, we'd have a ball game right now.
Yeah. So let's see if the Steamboat Sailors can make something happen here. I'd like to thank our friends at Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, with locations in Steamboat and Craig. They are lending. One-Off Auto Center, formerly Doc's Auto Clinic. Same great service, same great place for all your automotive repair needs. They specialize in diesel. Jason and the gang have you covered. Also like to thank Steamboat Roofing for all your roofing needs. Go to steamboatroofing.com. Still taking reservations. Roof repair, full roof replacement. They'll shovel your roof in the wintertime. That's Steamboat Roofing, helping the Sailors raise the roof after every victory. So 22-7 the score. Finally, the Coleridge Titans have broken the seal. Sailors going to receive their first kick of the game. And looks like Eli Beaver is back deep on the left. Big high kick. Thomas Krupp. And that one goes into the end zone. And it will be a touchback.
Nice kick by Kai Osterley.
So it was a smart kick. If you're going to kick it to Krupp, make them run for it, right?
That's right.
So the Sailors will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20, moving right to left on your radio dial or video screen. 2:55 left in this first half. Remember, the Steamboat Sailors boys soccer team opens their season tomorrow. 5 o'clock kickoff at Gardner Field. Pregame show starts here on KTYV at 6:30. Joey Rind and I will have the call right here on KTYV Sports on FM and online at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Evergreen Cougars, man, they are a good team. Sailors are not opening up with Appalachian State. So Luke Jordan out wide to the right. Struble in the game at tight end. He and Gotro to the left. Krupp in the backfield with Cobb. Gotro goes in motion right to left. Hand up, nope, quarterback keep on the option. And nice run there by Cobb, as he had blue shirts all over him, but he does pick up positive yards.
We might have a holding on this.
Former lineman sees the holding.
Yeah. Oh, face mask.
Oh, face mask. That is a huge play.
I didn't see any holding.
Penalty, first down.
You just know it's probably happening, right? See now, Deemer, when he doesn't see anything. That's a huge 15-yard penalty right there. Sailors, great field position. Not a whole lot of time off the clock. Clock stopped with 2:48 left in this first half. They're going to have the ball at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line, moving right to left here. 1st and 10. Sailors break the huddle. They're going to send Luke Jordan and Gotro off to the right. Trips in tight to the left. Krupp in the backfield with Tanner Cobb, the quarterback. Cobb from the gun. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass. And do the Sailors catch it?
Quick pass play, incomplete.
That one is incomplete. Again, Cobb's got to take just a little bit off of it, I think. He's got a fastball. There's no air he's putting underneath it.
It looked like one of those defensive linemen got his arm up and maybe touched it with his arm.
Okay. So that's going to stop the clock with the incomplete pass. 2:27 left in this first half. 22-7, Sailors leading. Trying to add to that. Ball is at their own 39. So Struble in a tight end now, off to the left. Two receivers to the left. Cobb from the gun. He's going to pass. Looking. Throws that one out, and Luke Jordan lost his footing on that play.
3rd down and 10.
And so this isn't actually a grass field. We don't see very many grass fields.
It's in pretty good shape.
It's in really good shape. And I really had to look at it and go, this is grass. Which when we were kids, too, that's all we played on.
That's all we played on.
So receiver wide to the left, receiver to the right. Low snap. Oh, Cobb's got a man in his grill. Gets that ball off to Krupp. Krupp's got a first down. Barely.
Wow.
Barely. What a play by Cobb, and what a heads-up play by Krupp to have his head on a swivel as he got that ball, and they just picked up 10 yards. Let's see if they get the first down. Maybe short.
Yeah, it looked like that linebacker just shot right up the middle, and nobody had an opportunity to stop him.
Close enough for a measurement.
Chain gang is going to come out on the field. We do not have computer chips in our football.
That's amazing.
Colorado high school football. I don't like it, but,
Yeah.
So 2:13 left in this first half. 22-7 the score. Sailors hoping to get the first down here, but they've got it down to get it. An inch?
An inch.
Oh, they're going to give it to him. Are they giving it to him? Sailors think they got it. I didn't think they had it, but they gave it to him.
First down.
It's hard. I can't see. Look, we need to go see Dr. Erica at Mountain, helping you, me, and the ref see better. Mountain Eye Works at mountainEyeWorks.com. 2 convenient locations in Steamboat and Craig, Central Park Plaza, and on Victory Way in Craig. Sailors get the first down. Clock stopped with 2:13 left. 22-7 the score. Ball is literally at the 49.5-yard line of Steamboat. Look, if the Sailors can drive the ball down here, Stu, and get some points, it's huge. And they need it because we're bending, not breaking, and Coleridge is turning the ball over.
They are.
They're not going to get another 4 turnovers this next half, so we need points.
They're showing they can drive the ball. They can run it. They can pass it.
I'd like to thank the Paoli Group with the International Real Estate Brokerage, the agency. Let Chris Paoli and his team help you with all your real estate needs. The Paoli Group. Right now, the Sailors have pretty good real estate. They'd like to make it better. They'd like a little lakefront property right now. Let's see if they can get it. So, 2:13 left in this second quarter. 22-7, Sailors leading. Tanner Cobb, the quarterback, looks like he's grown about 3 inches over the summer, and it looks like he's put on about 30 pounds of muscle. Thomas Krupp in the backfield. There's a handoff to Krupp. Krupp cuts it over the left side of the line, and he's going to pick up about 3-4 yards on the play.
And a 4 makes it 2nd down and 6 for the Sailors.
So 2nd down, 6 to go. Clock ticking here at 1:50. They have all of their timeouts left. 2 receivers to the left. 1 in tight to the right. Man in motion is Gotro. He's going left to right. And handoff to Krupp. Krupp takes it right up the gut, and he's going to pick up another 4 yards.
75, Aaron Chavez.
Clock still ticking here with 1:25 left. Sailors got to get the play off quick. Ball marked down to about the 46-yard line. Sailors will call a timeout here with 1:19 left in this second quarter. So what do you do here? Third down and about 3. Ball, Stu, is at the 43, 44-yard line, right, of Coleridge.
You know, they have the ammunition with running it, passing it, quarterback running it.
It's definitely.
You got a quarter?
It's 4 down. Yeah. Let's flip it. It's 4 down territory here, so we got 2 downs to get this first down, right?
Yep.
I believe we have at least 1 timeout. I think we've got 2 more timeouts after this left.
Yeah.
My statistician quit on me today, Stu.
Oh, boy.
And that's just the entire left side of my brain. A lot going on in there right now. All right, so Sailors break the huddle. Krupp to the left of Cobb. Cobb from the gun. He's got Gautreaux off to his right. He's got Luke Jordan to his left. Believes. And quarterback fakes it. Krupp has it. Nice play fake there as Krupp gets the first down. Now, high school football, that's going to stop the clock.
Steamboat first down.
So smart play there as they get inside the 40-yard line down to about the 39, maybe 38. 1st and 10 here. Sailors break the huddle. And they're going to send Luke Jordan way wide to the right. 2 receivers. Gautreaux in the slot to the left. And a quick pass rolling to his left. Cobb looking. He's got a man. That one's caught. Sailors have it. That is Lucas Krupp for his 2nd touchdown of the half.
Number 81, Lucas Krupp.
Wow.
Holy smokes, Batman. The Krupp brothers are having a day. Mama and Papa have got to be proud. That's awesome. And that makes it 28-7. Now, 48.8 seconds. This Coleridge team is dynamic. They can move the ball. We've seen them go from the spread. We've seen them come in tight. So fasten your seatbelt, kids. Don't go anywhere. If you're sitting in your living room, you just wait before you go to the fridge. There's the kick. The extra point is good. Eli Beaver adds it, and that makes it 29-7. Sailors.
Coleridge 7. Coming up at halftime, we have a FCA kickoff challenge, a field goal competition, where we have 4 students going to compete for some Starbucks gift cards and Domino's pizza dinner.
So 48.8 seconds left.
Maybe while you're getting your nachos at the concession stand.
That was a sweet, once again, play by Cobb. He bought himself time rolling off to his left. Lucas Krupp, coming from the right side of the line, cuts across and just runs with him and just finds a seam, right?
Yep.
And last year, Lucas Krupp was having a hard time holding on to the ball. He dropped a few balls. Looks like he's been working on that all summer long.
It was a well-developed play. They had a receiver out here, and then he snuck in behind him. Right. That guy dropped off, left him wide open, and
took the defender with him. Right,
couldn't catch up.
And it looked like Cobb was looking to that far left receiver, and then, as you said, Krupp just snuck in behind him.
He did.
I'll take that. All right, so Eli Beaver with the kick. 48.8 seconds left. Doika back deep. That one's going to be fielded right at the goal line, and here they come. Up the gut. Out over the 20, positive yards. Look out over the left side. He's got some green grass. To the sideline he goes. He cuts it back, spins out of bounds, and he gets to the 45-yard line. So Doika with a huge return. Nice patience on that return, right? Let the blocking build up in front of him.
They've got the heart.
So, as I said, this Coleridge team not going anywhere. 36.2 seconds left. Doika with a huge return to the 46-yard line of Steamboat. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Miller from the gun. Rolling off to his left, looking to pass, throws it down that right side. Ooh, off the fingertips.
Angel Hernandez.
So Angel Hernandez couldn't haul that ball in. That's going to stop the clock, though, with 31.9 seconds left. Second down, 10 to go.
He's got an arm on him.
He does. Lasers. And he feels like one of those quarterback. That was an accurate pass, you know. Yep. He may have could have taken a little bit off of it. Hernandez did have to dive for it, but he threw it where the defense wasn't. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Miller looking to his right. Looking. Sailors have got a sack. Huge play. Who was that? Eli Beaver.
Backfield.
So,
30, Eli Beaver.
Man, he's one of those studs, right? And that kid's been a stud since he was in 7th grade.
Yep.
So fun to watch. He, too, looks like he may have put on a few pounds of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So, grocery costs at the Coachy Wilson household?
It's gone up substantially.
Yeah, Griffin has taken to, in the morning, he's 6 eggs.
Probably.
6 eggs. He's like that, 6 eggs with cheese, chicken, call them the turbo eggs. He's not a football player, but he is an athlete, and he trying to put on muscle.
Yep.
Holy moly. Fun to watch. 23.8 seconds left. The sack drops. So now they lose about 6 yards on the play from the original line of scrimmage. Ball back in Titan territory, marked down at the 49-yard line. 15 yards for the first. Third down. Miller from the gun. He's got two receivers in tight here to the right. Miller looking to pass, rolling off to his right. Looking, throwing that ball downfield. That one's up and almost intercepted. Good coverage by the Steamboat Sailors. Tyler Grove getting a hand in there. He nearly picked that one off.
I'll tell you what, their quarterback, he is confident.
Yes.
I mean, he threw into 4 defenders.
Yeah.
And he was almost on the money.
Great coverage by the Sailors.
Man.
He had Grove back there. Lucas Johnson was also back there. Great to see. And he's got some wheels as well. Breaking up that play. And number 8, Blue Willis. So, punting situation here. Line drive punt. And Krupp's going to field that one with 13 seconds left. Look out. He's over the right side, looking for a gap. Now he's trying to cut it back, and he gets hauled down at the 24-yard line with 7 seconds left. 29-7 the score. I don't know about you, but I'm taking a knee here.
Yeah. Yep.
But Coach Aaron Finch, the offensive coordinator, and Scott Prismus, I don't know. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. It does look like they're getting in that victory formation. And they are going to take a knee and let the clock run out. So after one half of play, your Steamboat Sailors on top, 29-7. We will be back in about 10-12 minutes. We had touchdowns from the brothers Krupp. Thomas Krupp with 2, Lucas Krupp with 2. Got a 2-point conversion from Eli Beaver and a couple extra points in there as well from Beaver. All in all, Stu, a really good half of football.
That was a great physical game.
Sailors have got to be pumped up. But what do you tell them, Coach? What do you tell them at halftime here?
You got to keep driving. Got to keep driving. It's real simple.
Don't take your foot off the gas.
That's correct.
We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back with second half action. We do have Sailor Spotlights on the way. You are tuned to KTYV Sports on FM, 105.7, 97.7 on the FM dial and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
Our friends at Yampa Valley Bank.
Builders First Source.
The Steamboat Roofing Company. Mountain West Insurance.
Ellens and Strom, attorneys at law.
Mountain Eyeworks.
Johnny B. Good's Diner. One-Off Auto Center.
Mountain Mattress and Furniture.
Dotson's Payment Solutions.
The Paoli Group.
Steamboat Ace Hardware.
And the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank, and I want you to know how proud we are to sponsor this Steamboat Sailor sports broadcast on KTYV Sports on the FM. Steamboat Sailor fans are the best, and we support our sailors on the turf, the court, the pitch, and even the track. If you can't be there to cheer our sailors on in person, Yampa Valley Bank is thrilled to provide this broadcast just for you. Go Steamboat, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Alpine Lumber has joined forces with Builders First Source, making it twice as convenient to get your building projects done on time and on budget. Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now with 2 locations east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. It doesn't matter where your project is, Builders First Source makes it quick and easy to get your building supplies. Lumber, doors, windows, trusses, paint, stains, drywall, and more. Builders First Source in Steamboat Springs, now in 2 locations.
Hey, this is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we love to sponsor all things Steamboat. As a company, we like to get families and student athletes outside to enjoy all that Steamboat has to offer. Steamboat Roofing Company is proud to sponsor Steamboat Sailor Sports Broadcast.
Steamboat Roofing Company proudly working in and giving back to Steamboat's outdoor community. Ski, bike, run, roof, Steamboat.
To schedule a roof estimate, please visit us at steamboatroofing.com. Again, that's steamboatroofing.com.
This is Matt with Steamboat Roofing Company, and we're proud Sailor Sports sponsors.
See you out there.
Charlie here from Mountain Mattress and Furniture, a proud sponsor of Steamboat Springs High School sports broadcast. Whether you are participating, watching, or listening, a good night's sleep is important to good health. With Mountain Mattress Best Price Guarantee, you'll get the lowest price on all the best brands in the country. We have the largest selection of mattresses in Northwest Colorado, and our family strives to offer the best service in the valley. Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane.
Mountain Mattress is the place when you need to rest your face. Put our mattresses to the test, and you will see we're the best.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name's Eli Beaver. I've been playing football for about 3 years. I'm a running back and an outside linebacker. My personal goal is to score a lot of touchdowns this season, get a lot of sacks, and I think as a team we want to go to the playoffs. I love to wrestle, I love to fish, I like to be active. I like math, it's probably my favorite subject just because it makes sense. And over the summer, spent a lot of time working out and hanging with friends. After I graduate high school, I think I'm going to go to college, although I don't have a good idea of where I'm going yet. My favorite movie is Cars, I think, because it's a super cool movie. I am Eli Beaver, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of Yampa Valley Bank, and I want you to know how proud we are to sponsor this Steamboat Sailor sports broadcast on KTYV Sports on the FM. Steamboat Sailor fans are the best, and we support our sailors on the turf, the court, the pitch, and even the track. If you can't be there to cheer our sailors on in person, Yampa Valley Bank is thrilled to provide this broadcast just for you. Go Steamboat, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Jason here with One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Does your diesel truck overheat hauling heavy loads? Don't ignore the signs. It could be a clogged radiator, failing fan clutch, or much worse, waiting to fail. Don't wait until you're on the side of the road with a trailer full of trouble. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com. Easy to find on Copper Ridge Drive. One Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Hey,
I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group.
The Paoli Group has made the strategic move to join forces with the agency.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors.
Kids are back in school and hunting season is close at hand. But have you gotten all of your outdoor projects completed? Steamboat Ace is here to help. They have the stain you need for your deck so it's protected through the winter. How about that trim on the house that needs to be painted? You know Steamboat Ace is an outstanding paint store inside a great hardware store. And don't forget they carry camping gear with great brands like Yeti, Coleman, and Weber. Steamboat Ace is here to help you get your work done and enjoy the great outdoors. Steamboat Ace, your helpful hardware place.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
I'm Indy Leitner. I don't know my number net yet. I play wide receiver and cornerback. I've been playing football. I'm going into my fourth year this season. My personal goal for the season is to just do as much as I can with my time on the field, and the team goal is to have a winning season and make the playoffs. I play lacrosse, and I also like to snowboard and be outside. My favorite subject is math because I like it. It's fun. I stacked my bread this summer, and I hung out with my friends a lot. And after I graduate, I'm gonna go to college. My favorite movie is Hot Tub Time Machine because it's really funny. I'm Indy Leitner, and I'm proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Alpine Lumber has joined forces with Builders First Source, making it twice as convenient to get your building projects done on time and on budget. Hi, this is Jimmy from Builders First Source, now with 2 locations east of downtown Steamboat on Pine Grove Road and west of town on 13th Street. It doesn't matter where your project is, Builders First Source makes it quick and easy to get your building supplies. Lumber, doors, windows, trusses, paint, stains, drywall, and more. Builders First Source in Steamboat Springs, now in 2 locations.
This is Todd Ellens with the Law Office of Ellens & Strom. We are proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Hard work and persistence are the key ingredients to succeeding in sports and in the courtroom. At Ellens & Strom, we have attorneys that handle nearly all types of legal matters. Contact us at ellensstrom.com to schedule a meeting with a lawyer today. That's ELENZSTROM.com. The Law Office of Ellens & Strom, a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Jason here with One Off Auto Center with your car tip of the day. Does your diesel truck overheat hauling heavy loads? Don't ignore the signs. It could be a clogged radiator, failing fan clutch, or much worse, waiting to fail. Don't wait until you're on the side of the road with a trailer full of trouble. That's your car tip of the day from One Off Auto Center. Book online at oneoffautocenter.com. That's oneoffautocenter.com. Easy to find on Copper Ridge Drive. One Off Auto Center.
We go the extra mile.
Hey, I'm Brian Ripley.
And I'm Justin Reed.
We are with the Paoli Group.
The Paoli Group has made the strategic move to join forces with the agency.
We are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
As a high school coach and a member of the Paoli Group, our team is dedicated to serving the community and finding ways to give back.
Just like a Steamboat Sailor, we value teamwork, integrity, and character.
For all your real estate needs, find us at thepaoligroup.com. Let's go Sailors.
Time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
My name is Wyatt O'Neal. I am number 71. I play offensive line and defensive line. I played football for 4 years now. My team goals this year are to play hard and play with a good heart. My other interests are weightlifting and fishing and camping. And my favorite subject is lunch because I don't have to try too hard. And what I did this summer was lift weights and hang out with my friends and go fishing. And after I graduate, I want to take a gap year, go fish in Alaska, then come back and go to college. And then my favorite book is Alabama Moon because it's really cool. I am Wyatt O'Neill, and I am proud to be a Steamboat Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight. Brought to you by Steamboat Motors, West Steamboat, Highway 40, on 105.7 KTYV. Sports on FM.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by
our friends at Yampa Valley Bank,
Builders First Source,
the Steamboat Roofing Company, Mountain West Insurance,
Ellens & Strom Attorneys at Law,
Mountain Eye Works,
Johnny B. Good's Diner, One Off Auto Center,
Mountain Mattress and Furniture,
Dotson Payment Solutions,
the Paoli Group,
Steamboat Ace Hardware,
and the all-new Steamboat Motors.
Steamboat Sailors Football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com.
Now let's go to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Football.
Brian Harvey, Stu Kochi back live at Coleridge High School. Your Steamboat Sailors on top after one half of play, 29-7. Got a little late start to the game because of weather. Weather has settled down, and we've had a beautiful night. And the ball has certainly been blowing in the Sailors' direction. What a half of football. But what was the story of this first half, Stu?
You know, it seems like Coleridge had a really slow start to holding on to the ball. But man, they really showed that, they were going to stick to it and running the ball, passing the ball. Their quarterback is just holding it together, and man, he's really pulling that team together. He's a true captain.
They're not going anywhere. The score looks pretty lopsided, but they have been able to move the ball up and down the field, but it's turnovers. 4 turnovers. That's 2 games worth. No coach likes to see that in a single half. But first game, home game, sometimes it's better to be on the road, right? It's just a little less nerves.
It is. And maybe that's what it is with Coleridge. They just weren't firing on all 8 cylinders.
No doubt about it. But we got another half of football to play, and the Sailors just need to start eating some clock here, ball possession, but we're equipped to do that. Thomas Krupp has been running all over the place. Eli Beaver, we've seen him gash a few runs, but he hasn't been used a ton. I would lean heavily on those two here in this second half.
Absolutely, yeah. Burn up the clock.
Great to see Thomas's brother, Lucas. 2 touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. Thomas has been a stud since he first touched the ball as a freshman. Lucas has been a steady player and a big part of this team throughout that time. But, man, he has had a great opening day. And when you got to look at the brothers Krupp to stop, and then you've got Luke Jordan, you've got Abbott Gotro, Eli Beaver, and then Tanner Cobb. Talk about his play out there.
I'll tell you what, they just motivate each other, and then they just go up to the next step. And it's just over and over and over again. And they just, it's like there's smoke behind their feet.
Yeah, a lot of it. He's got a lot of speed, and that's what Coach said in the interview. He kept going, "We're really fast, Harvey. We're really fast," and he really wasn't lying.
And sometimes when you're young like this, it's easy to bulk up in the weight room because they're at that age where they can bulk up. But man, you're right. They added the speed with it. I mean, that combination,
scary. Scary. So 2 touchdowns from Thomas Krupp. He got the first 8 points of the game off that turnover, ran the ball in, looked like a 12-yard TD run. It was hard to see because he's, the little guy, little Thermal Thomas, like Barry Sanders, and he just was bouncing around like a pinball, got himself into the end zone, and then they got a false start call on the extra point, so the Sailors said, heck, we get an extra yard, we're going to line it up and we're going to run that football in, and they got the first 8 points. And then I really like that second touchdown. That pass play, to Lucas Krupp was the first pass of the game from Tanner Cobb.
You know, and you know, thinking about, you know, their height and stuff, you know, that seems to be the way every football team loves to have it. They have the big line, so that the defensive line can't see the running back, and the next thing you know, they're getting whiplash, turn around and say, wow, they're behind me.
Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Which way did he go? And then, you know, Krupp, who's playing sort of a tight end position, but he's in the slot, you know, very much like a Wes Welk or a Julian Edelman, one of these little slot receivers. It's hard to see. I think he's got a little bit of height on Thomas, his brother. But, man, super fun to watch. Great game. And then talk about the line play. You're a former lineman. These guys, Cannon at center, been leading the charge. We've been able to run the football both inside, between the tackles, and running those jet sweeps.
You know, they say that, you know, every game is won in the trenches, and that's what it is, trenches. You know, it's bashing semis nose to nose all night long. You know, those guys come out with bruises and aches and pains. You know, that next morning they wake up, they feel like I do when I wake up in the morning. And it is. I'll tell you what, you know, this Coleridge team, their offense, defensive line, they are, I mean, it is a true battle in the trenches.
No doubt. I mean, and it's hard to catch all the numbers out there, but Wyatt O'Neal on the line, your stepson, Cannon Wilson, Philip Harper, the Phildozer, he's out there moving people, Orst the Horse, Lyle Henninger, just to name a few of these guys that have their hand in the proverbial dirt. And today we are playing on a grass field, so they actually do have their hand in the dirt, and this field is pristine right now.
It's a very well-kept field.
So you've got a few family and friends that are listening across the globe. Who do we have to listen to Sailors football?
I do, actually. My whole family is up in Clark right now, sitting in my house.
Drinking your beer.
Drinking my beer. Get out of my beer, Phoebe.
Have one for me.
I got my mom, Kay, that's there. Love having her there. Man, is she a cook. And if you look at me, look at the size of Cannon, that's... I grew up in Nebraska. I got my sisters there, Prudy and Phoebe, and I got my brother-in-laws there, Mark and Eric. Yeah, they've been out here all week. They came out last Saturday. Going to be here till Monday.
Awesome.
It's been great having them. Matter of fact, tomorrow morning we're getting up about 4:30 and running down to Blackhawk.
Oh,
gambling. My mom is she's a one-arm bandit winner and
likes the slots.
She's good at it, so it's fun to hang out with family.
Well, hopefully the slots are loose and you guys win some money.
That would be good.
Good luck, Blackhawk. Always a ton of fun. And right now we're getting ready for second half action here on KTYV. Stu Kochi on the camera on loan from Steamboat Lumber. Now, did your family help you make those burritos? Because I'll tell you what, they were so tasty. You made 300 burritos. You went through those. When I left, you were up to, 450 people served or so with Rick's Catering.
Yep.
What a show. What a great time.
I think we've ended up feeding 511 plates.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep,
and the 300 burritos.
Yeah, my mom and my sisters, Pretty Phoebe, Mark, Eric, my mom, Kay. Yeah, we started in on those at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, and it was just an assembly line.
Well, I had a ton of fun doing a live remote from there. I have broadcasts from other lumber stores. Yeah. First time at Steamboat Lumber, I had a blast. You guys do it right.
Yeah, we'll plan on it every year, and here in 3 years, we're going to celebrate 100 years. So that's going to be a blowout.
And I remember when Steamboat Lumber was downtown Steamboat.
Yeah.
That real estate was worth some money.
Yep.
Well, we got about 2 minutes till kickoff here. Your Steamboat Sailors with a nice lead, 29-7. But the way this Coleridge Titan team is playing, I would fasten your seatbelts and sit down because we got to have a football in front of us. I think we're going to see some fireworks here, Stu.
It's going to be fun.
Sailors do get the ball, though.
Yeah.
You know, we deferred the kick, and both of us were questioning a little bit. Knowing Coach Prismas, the head coach, is a defensive guy, it didn't surprise us, but it worked out perfect for him.
What a great position to be in right now.
So if the Sailors can go down and put points on the board, and I say points, yeah, you know, high school football, you think we got to put the ball in the end zone, but do not look away from Eli Beaver. That kid can kick the football.
You know, it's ball control, and, you know, Coleridge proved that the first half, and so did Steamboat. You know, if you don't control the ball, the scoreboard's going to tell it.
All bets are off. I'd like to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors, our friends at Steamboat Motors, Ford, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks with store-to-door service and online at steamboatmotors.com. West Steamboat on Highway 40. Also like to thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture, helping you and the Sailors get a good night's sleep. Coming for a test nap today, easy to find on Loggers Lane. Builder's first source for all your building materials with 2 convenient locations in Steamboat Springs on 13th Street and on Pine Grove Road. Also like to thank Dotson Payment Solutions, bringing you local point of sale, payment solutions, loyalty programs, gift cards, and more to you and your business. Learn more at DotsonPOS.com. So the Sailors sending Eli Beaver and Thomas Krupp back deep to field this kick. Only their second kick return opportunity of the day. Remember, you can listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel, online at steamboatradio.com, and on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and 97.7 on the FM dial.
I don't think they had the clock ready to go
No,
yet.
Clock was not ready to go. It is ready now. And Coleridge, very similar to Steamboat. They do the same kickoff play, but even with their offense, these are two very similar teams. So Coleridge set to kick. Beaver is to the right, Krupp to the left. High kick, he goes for Krupp. Krupp looking to field that one. He's going to gather it in at the goal line. Krupp with speed brings it up to about the 15, bounces off some tackles, takes it up the gut. He's at the 25, and he is hauled down. Guy, he's like a firefly out there. So the Sailors, opening this third quarter, will have the ball, 1st and 10. Ball at the 24-yard line of Steamboat. Sailors moving left to right if you're just joining us. Sailors in all white with their black numbers and black helmets. Coleridge Titans, blue tops, white bottoms, black helmets. Tanner Cobb, the quarterback from the gun. He's got Krupp to his left. No, that's Beaver. Handoff over the left side. Positive yards. No, it was Krupp. I'm sorry. I got to go see Dr. Erica and the gang at Mountain Eye Works. It's time, Stu. I've been ignoring those texts that they've been sending me. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down. He got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gained 6 inches on the play. Clock ticking here with 11:25 left in this third quarter, just underway. Sailors leading 29-7. Sailors break the huddle. Luke Jordan wide to the right. Abbott Gotro to the left. Let's go, boys! From the gun, Cobb. And there's a handoff. Krupp with it. He's going to take it right up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play.
By Chavez.
Chavez with the tackle for the Titans. He picks up 6 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Sailors looking to the sideline. Sailors looking to milk the clock here. Play coming in. And again, Tanner Cobb, I want to say he's grown a couple of inches, but he is so thick right now. Down to 10:30. Sailors still in the huddle using all of the play clock. 2 receivers to the left, and now they're going to call a timeout. So the Sailors literally milked that one down. I was like, they're going to get a delay.
Thanks for coming out.
So a heads-up play there by Coach Prismas to jump out there and go, okay. Do you think there was confusion? Were they trying to do that? I'm thinking they don't want to waste a timeout this early.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was on that, but burning up the clock.
Yeah, we're down to 10:21. It's a 3rd down and about 3 to go for the first. The ball's just over at about the 31-yard line right now. But I would say that this is not 4-down territory, so Sailors have got to get the first down. But very, very doable here. The Sailors have been moving the ball pretty well all game. All right, Sailors head to the line of scrimmage. Got receivers in tight here to the right, man in motion. And quarterback's going to keep that. And I think he's got it. Tanner Cobb with that extra muscle follows his blockers across. I believe he got the first down, don't you think?
Yeah, that little extra lunge sure helped him out.
What are they calling? There's a flag on the play, holding on the play, so that's going to move them back 10 yards, but they'll get the down over. They did get the first down, but it ain't going to count.
Holding.
So that is tough. Frank Boyce is checked into the game. Ooh, that is really tough. Third down now and 11 to go for the first. Ball marked all the way down to the 21-yard line. Maybe the 23. 23 is what they're saying. Luke Jordan wide to the right. Abbott Gotro off to the left. Empty backfield for Cup. No, he's got Krupp to his right, man in motion now. That's Boyce. Back to pass. Pumps. Rolling. Back. Looking. Throwing that ball downfield. Ooh. Oh, man. I thought that he was looking for Krupp. Lucas Krupp, or Luke Jordan, excuse me. Fourth down on the play. So that falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a fourth down, and you got a punt here. Mm-hmm. Ball marked down to the 23-yard line. .9:47 left in this third quarter. Here comes the snap. Big high punt, nearly blocked. And it's going to land down, and it's going to be fielded here at the 40 and over the left side. And I see flags.
There's a flag on the play over there.
Flying on the play. Let's see what the call is. Oh, it's going to go against.
Coleridge will back him up. Still a Coleridge first down.
It will be Coleridge ball, but they got a block in the back, so that'll push him back a little bit. So with 9:36 left in this third quarter, Sailors need to get a stop. They have not marched the penalty off just yet. So we've got a little bit of a delay here on the field. Refs conferring. So that is going to push them back to about the 36-yard line. And it will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Titans at their own 36. Snap. Inside handoff there. Tollard with the ball.
Side carry to Tayson Collard. Decent gain.
Picks up positive yards there, about 6 on the carry. Not seeing any flags on the play. So that'll bring up a 2nd down, 5 to go. Ball marked down at the 43-yard line. Clock ticking with 9:13 left in this third quarter. Just underway with second half action. 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. 2 men in the backfield. Carter with the handoff over the right side. And positive yards, but we got a shipwreck over there. I see Struble in there, Beaver.
70.
And number 70 chased him down from behind and pulled him down, and then had a slew of Sailors come in and help him out.
That's the Phildozer. Philip Harper with the tackle. And he has gotten big. So 3rd down and about 2 to go for the first. Ball marked down at the 45-yard line of Coleridge. Two receivers to the right. Handoff over that right side. Sailors meet him in the backfield. And we got a shipwreck right there.
In the backfield.
Phil Dozer. Struble in on the tackle. He's shaken up.
44, Sean Struble. 4th down.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down, but what do you think? Do you go for it here, Stu?
I don't know. They've got a lot. They've been building confidence.
Yep. Clock is ticking. It looks like they will go for it. Sailors, though, playing some good defense right now. Struble comes out of the game. Hopefully he's okay. He is a beast. That kid loves to hit.
I'd probably be watching the play action pass.
So they're in tight right now. Under center. Inside handoff. Trap play.
They got him stopped.
And it looks like the Sailors have stopped him.
Hand up the middle. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Coleridge, but it's not enough for a 1st down.
Sailors ball.
Steamboat 1st down.
So a huge turnover.
That was a huge
play. And what does that do to the confidence right there?
And that's a huge confidence builder for the offense and defense.
So the clock stops with 7:34. Big defensive stand right there. Because we saw in that first half, the Titans were moving the ball all over the field, even though they only scored 1 touchdown. But as the time wanders on, things get a little tight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You start putting a little extra pressure on yourself.
Yep.
So let's see if the Sailors can open things up here. Ball is in Titan territory at the 46-yard line of Coleridge. Tanner Cobb running into the huddle after getting the play. Sailors break. Luke Jordan here off to the left. Krupp, Lucas way wide to the left. Krupp, Thomas in the back to pass. Cobb throwing that one down the middle of the field, and it looks like it skipped in there.
Incomplete. Hit the ground first.
So that one intended for Jordan, but
2nd down and 10.
That one falls incomplete.
We found a car key up here. You lost your car key.
7:28 left in this third quarter. 2nd down, 10 to go. Incomplete pass intended for Luke Jordan.
You lost your car key coming up.
Cobb just underthrew him, but had to throw him where the defender wasn't. And a good time to pass, right? Everybody's thinking they're going to run. They're going to try to eat the clock.
Yep,
try to catch him off, even though it stopped the clock. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Cobb in the backfield, hands the ball off to Krupp. Krupp cuts it up, bounces off several intended tacklers, and he picks up 8-9 yards on the carry.
That looks like a pinball machine.
Yes, he is the human pinball. So the Bulldogs are down 24-6.
And 7 makes it 3rd down and 3.
4th quarter.
Wow.
So the John F. Kennedy Commanders have a commanding lead. 3rd down, about 3 to go for the first. Didn't quite get the mark I was hoping. Luke Jordan wide to the left. Gautreaux off to the right here. Back to Pat. No, handoff. Krupp shimmies, shakes, does not get the first down. Maybe picks up a yard, but that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2.5. I think he got maybe a half a yard on that carry. Eli Beaver is going to come in.
Game makes it 4th and 3.
4th down, 3 to go. And they break the huddle. Sailors are going to go for it. 1 receiver off to the right. Everybody else is in tight. Low snap to Krupp. Krupp's got men in his back. He finds the outside. Krupp takes it down the sideline. Cuts it back, and he is just out of bounds inside maybe the 12-10 yard line. Wow. Ball skips off the turf. I thought he was dead to rights, right?
Yep. Yeah, 2 people there.
In his grill.
Yeah.
The problem is they're like 6'2", probably weigh a couple 250.
Yeah.
And he just said, "Look, I'm sorry. I'm going to hit the afterburners here. I'll see you next week." So Krupp goes out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock. Sailors get the first down at the 13 yard line. Tanner Cobb, that was a direct snap to Cobb. Everybody was in tight. It looked like they were going to go up the gut, and they didn't. And there's a handoff, and we got a quick whistle.
Penalty flag. Illegal motion on the Sailors. That'll back them up 5. Repeat first down. First down and 15.
5:58 left in this third quarter. That's going to be a 1st and 15. What was the call on that one, Stu?
Illegal motion.
Okay, false start there for the Sailors. Sailors spreading it out. Luke Jordan way wide to the right. Ball on that left hash. Fakes the handoff to Beaver. Oh, that ball intercepted. Coleridge back the other way. He's got a lot of green grass. He's taking this one to the house. And like I said, fasten your seatbelts. With 5:42 left in this third quarter, we got a ball game.
We got a lot of game left.
(24-14) the score of the Moffat County Kennedy game. So the Bulldogs mounting a comeback there. We're seeing the same thing happening here. So now the Sailors are driving the ball. They just have to be able to handle that gut punch right there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they rebound from that interception.
So 29-13 the score. Coleridge is going to go for the extra point. Here comes the snap, the hold, and the kick, and it is good.
Extra point by Angel Hernandez is good.
So Hernandez makes the kick.
Coleridge 14.
29-14 the score. That hurts my knee just watching that, Stu. Cheerleaders putting on a show here for Coleridge. Trying to get the hometown fired up, and they have done that. So with 5:42 left in the third quarter, 29-14 the score. Sailors will have possession, and they got to make something happen here. We got to put some points on the board here. And obviously, you don't want the game to be too close, but this is good preparation as you continue to move forward.
Yeah, this is a great opening night.
Yeah. You know, lopsided games are great, but they don't always teach you a whole lot, although you're able to get some guys in, which is also good to do. But Sailors need to show some resolve here as they're on top, 29-14, 5:42 left in this third quarter. Krupp and Beaver back deep to receive the kick. High kick in Beaver's direction. And Eli gets that one. And he's taking it up that far sideline. He's got room. Beaver turns on the Jets. He's at the 50. Huge return for Eli Beaver.
Kickoff return for the Steamboat Sailors. First down, Sailors.
Wow. Did you see that extra boost of speed?
I got a little excited.
Yeah.
Sorry out there. I couldn't keep up with it.
I told you, he's fast. You're doing great, Stu. Oh, my. And we had the great perspective because he's on that far sideline. Mm-hmm. And it was like he was just leading them on, and then he just blew by those defenders and just turned on the Jets. Ball marked down to the 48-yard line of Coleridge. Good field position for your Steamboat Sailors, which they've had most of the day. Luke Jordan here on the right, wide. Ball on that left hash mark. Gotro goes in motion. Inside handoff to Krupp. Krupp sticks his foot in the turf and puts it forward and takes a pile of Titans with him and gets close to the first down. I don't think he's got it, But, man, that little guy is strong.
Tackled by 7, John Luke Houston.
I mean, he can run between the tackles with anybody, right?
He can, and, man, again, the trenches right now, man alive, is there some battling going on in there.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2, clock ticking with 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Sailors break the huddle. Struble in tight here on the left side. 2 receivers off to the right. Ball on that left hash mark. And there's another handoff to Krupp. Krupp's got the first down, breaks it, finds the gap, and takes it for another 10, 15 yards, and he's going to be down to about the 26-yard line.
We're up with the carry again.
And now he's starting to wear him down.
First down, Sailors.
Keep that clock rolling.
Yep. Clock ticking here with 4:44 left in the third quarter. Sailors have the ball deep in Titan territory. Ball on the 27 is where they marked it. One receiver way wide to the left. 3 in tight to the right. Krupp picks up another 3-4 yards on the carry, again, right up the gut.
Tackled by Hernandez and Aaron Chavez.
Chavez and Hernandez on the tackle. And Eli Beaver is going to come in and spell Krupp. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yep.
And there's no letdown here.
No.
As we saw on that kick return. We got thunder and lightning. So 2nd down, 6 to go. Here comes the snap, handoff to Beaver. Beaver cuts it up. He gets positive yards. And looks like he picked up about 3-4 on the initial carry, and then he gets pushed back.
Tackled by Jaden Emery. Aided by Angel Hernandez.
See where they mark the ball. It will be a 3rd down and what looks to be about 3 for the first.
3.
Ball's going to be marked down to the 21-yard line of Cole Ridge. Clock still ticking. We're down to 3:13 left in this third quarter.
You know, they haven't even skipped a beat, with that interception.
Nope. Right back at it. Gotro in motion. Handoff again. That's Beaver. Beaver takes it out wide. He's got the first down. Down the sideline he goes. He's still on his feet. And he's going to take a blue shirt with him inside the 10. So a big run by the big boy.
Wow.
So Eli Beaver makes it 1st and goal. And Krupp, I think, is going to come back in the game. Is that Krupp? Nope, that's not. Now, Krupp is in the game, and they're going to do this direct snap. Krupp's going to get the ball, and again, a low snap there. Got to figure that one out.
Covered up by Kai.
So Krupp is able to cover that ball up, but it is going to be a loss of a few, and it's going to bring it down. It'll be 1st and goal. Still inside the 10, but they're back to the 9-yard line. Let's see what they do here. Krupp's going to come back off. Sailors break the huddle. To the line of scrimmage they go. Now they're spreading it out. Gotro in the slot. Luke Jordan wide to the left. Rolling to his right is Cobb. Cobb looking. He's got a man. Pass intended for number 81, Lucas Krupp. That was a little bit out of Lucas's reach. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal, 1:57 left in this third quarter. Got to believe this is 4-down territory, or I don't know, why not put some points on the board, try to kick the field goal. This is a long extra point right now, right? And we know Beaver has the leg. So I would almost settle for the points here, but let's see what they do. Luke Jordan wide to the left, Gotro to the right. Krupp's in the backfield. Sailors spreading it out, handoff to Krupp. Thomas Krupp takes it up the gut.
Side handoff tripped up by number 4.
And we got a flag on the play. Let's see who it's against.
Flag after the play.
What do you think? Back judge threw that flag, Stu.
Late hit.
Which, let's see who they call it against. So we're down to 1:44 left in this third quarter. Sailors on top, 29-14. Referees discussing personal foul against the Sailors.
Steamboat.
That's tough.
Move back 15.
Okay, it remains third down though, correct? So
Penalty occurred after the play, so it's a dead ball foul. The down counts.
Oh, the down does count. So it will be fourth down. Or will it? They say the down counts. Yep. Fourth down. So 4th and 20.
So we're going to try a field goal.
I think they're going to try a field goal, Stu. I love it. So the ball in high school football, doesn't matter where you try a field goal from, it automatically goes to the 20, which is why it doesn't hurt to do like a 40 or 50-yard field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
So Beaver lining it up here. Cobb the holder. Here comes the snap. Low snap. Ball is up. It's got legs. And it is good. And then some. That would have been good from 50.
Wow.
He kicked that one back to the track. Wow. Eli Beaver with a beautiful field goal to make it 32-14. They get points on the play. That's what we needed. So that was a great play. And great to see you've got that weapon. Because every time a kid kicks a ball like that, now the team knows he can do it. The blockers are going to block harder, right? The linemen are going to block harder. They know he's got it, even though they see him in practice do it a lot. Practice and game, two different things, right?
And it was a low snap, and he still just followed through with it. He didn't skip a beat.
So 1:39 left in this third quarter. Sailors. It has been the Krupp Beaver game here. Those three boys putting a lot of points on the board. But it's taken a team effort, and I say that lightly. This has been a team effort. These guys, this line, both the offensive and defensive linemen, and the coaches have been subbing these guys in pretty healthily. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, I've noticed here, and I was thinking it just a little bit ago, and you said it. You know, there's such good team unity here.
That's a kick.
Done a great job.
That's a nice kick. It's going to go out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So it goes off the sideline. It was so close to going into the end zone. It was at about the 1-yard line. Didn't want the return because Hernandez and Doika have had some big returns. And we know this team's explosive, and there's a lot of football left here. But that field goal there makes it more than it makes it a 3-score game. If my math is correct, which it is. All right, from the gun. Dylan Miller, the quarterback, 2 receivers to the left, 2 in tight to the right. Back to pass, looking. Down the middle he goes. He's got a man. That's a first down at the 50. Sailors wrap him up, though. Pick up a 15 on the play. And just like that, the Coleridge Titans are in Sailors territory. That stops the clock. Now they start rolling it. We're down to 1:25 and counting. Coleridge in the huddle, breaking it. Third quarter action. 1 man in the backfield, receivers to the right and left. Dylan Miller looking back to pass. Miller flushed out of the pocket to his right. Now he's going to run. He's got some room. Picks up about 5 yards on the quarterback keep. He's got wheels.
For a decent gain.
But a good job, great coverage by the Sailors. He didn't have anybody.
Gain of 5 makes it 2nd down and 5.
Got a future Titan over there. So 2nd down. About 6 to go for the first. Ball marked down at the 44-yard line of Steamboat. Coleridge sending 2 receivers off to the right. The ball is on that right hash, 2 to the left. Man in motion, right to left, back to pass, a little swing pass out right side. Wow. Sailors read it. Is that? I don't know, man. I thought that may have been a lateral. It was at least parallel to the line of scrimmage.
That was close. Boy, he was setting up to intercept that ball, too.
Oh, and what a hit.
Man.
What a hit. Who was there on that play? Did you see, Stu?
I did not.
3rd down.
I mean, just as the receiver touched the ball, he got put into next week.
Yep.
Wow. What a play by the Sailors defense.
And they were both going for the ball, so that was a legal hit.
Oh, yeah. And the timing was perfect. Yep. Second sooner, and that's going to be pass interference. 3rd down, 6 to go. Ball at the 44 of Steamboat. From the gun, 2 receivers to the right and left, rolling off to his right, stepping up.
Dangerous.
He's got room. Sailors are chasing him down. Still keeps it. Now he throws it downfield and is able to get rid of it. So an athletic play by Dylan Miller.
There it is.
Penalty flags.
And what are they going to call?
Past the line of scrimmage.
Let's see.
He was.
And that's a loss of a down. Yep.
Legal forward pass on the Titans.
But he bought so much time. He had about 5 seconds back there. Kid is so quick. And then he was rolling to his left here, and then he threw it back, but he threw it to the open part of the field where nobody was. So good idea. He just was across the line of scrimmage. Yep. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and back the Titans up with 47.1 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Sailors leading 32-14. Are they going to punt or go for it? No. Miller back out there. No, he got the call. They're going for it. 4th down, 11 to go for the first. Ball right at the 49-yard line of Steamboat, almost at midfield here. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Passing situation here for the Titans. Rolling to his left, throws that ball across. He's got a man. 1st down.
Pass is complete to number 11, Diego
Gomez with the catch, and what a pass by Dylan Miller.
He is dangerous on the rollout.
That kid has tons of composure. 40.6 seconds left. Ball now marked inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line of Steamboat. Sailors had him backed up 4th and 11 on that play. Trips now off to the right, 1 receiver to the left, ball on the left hash. Dylan Miller, the quarterback. Tollard off to his left. Ooh, errant snap. Miller goes back. He picks it up. He's got men in his grill. Throws that ball up, throws it away.
Bad snap. Thrown out of bounds.
Smart play, though, by Miller to get the ball out of bounds. He was out of the tackle box, so he's not going to get called for intentional grounding. May have been a receiver there. But again, a heads-up play there by the senior quarterback. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and long. Live for another play. 34.8 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Sailors leading 32-14. Ball marked down at the 28. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They're on that left hash. 1 man in the backfield. Inside handoff. He's got room. Positive yards. Picks up about 4. In on the tackle there for your... So 55.
Gain of 5 makes it
on that
5 for the Titans.
Berschloff, and I think I also saw 22 Lucas Johnson in on that tackle as well. Quick whistle here.
You know, Coleridge is really hustling up to the line, and I'm seeing the defensive line, putting their hands on their hips and stuff. And boy, I tell you what, that can fuel an offense.
Yeah,
when they see
that body language, and coach is subbing out some linemen right now. So that quick penalty there on the false start. 3rd down, 10 to go. Fakes off to his left. He's flushed, escapes the pressure, throws it downfield. Oh, and that was picked off. I think
hit the ground.
Man. End of the third quarter. Weston Worley, though, nearly got himself an interception in the end zone. Wow.
That was a desperation throw on the quarterback's part for sure.
It was. But he threw it as single coverage, so just throw it up there and let your guy have at it.
Yep.
So after 3 quarters of play, your Steamboat Sailors leading the Coleridge Titans 32-14. But I'd say don't you go anywhere. This game is close right now. Sailors got that field goal. We're outscored in that third quarter 7-3. So Coleridge wins that third quarter. Sailors need to win or tie here in this fourth quarter to keep me a little less stressed.
Yep. As my college coach used to always say, if you're ahead at the end of every quarter, you win.
Yes. See, and that's football logic right there. That's easy to understand.
That's right.
I'd like to thank our friends at Builders First Source for all your building materials with 2 convenient locations in Steamboat Springs on 13th and Pine Grove Road. Also like to thank Mountain Mattress and the gang. Mountain Mattress and Furniture, easy to find on Loggers Lane. Come in for a test snap. Go see Harris, Charlie, and the gang at Mountain Mattress. See if the Sailors can put the Titans to sleep. All right, quick play here. Rolling to his right here, throwing that ball downfield. And that one is incomplete.
Boy, he gets dangerously close to that line of scrimmage every time he throws that ball and it rolls out.
Yeah. And he's gotten 1 penalty for it. But, man, Dylan Miller, he is an athlete. He just keeps he's looking to make that pass. He knows what he's got to do.
And he throws across his body really well, too.
Yeah. So that play stops the clock with the incomplete pass. It's going to be...
Is he a senior this year?
Yeah, it will be... So it's Sailors ball here on the incomplete pass. So that was a 4th down play.
Yep.
So the Sailors get it, another turnover. We'll take it however we can get it. Tanner Cobb. And Tanner Cobb takes a direct snap right up the middle. And he's going to get the first down.
Wow.
With a...
Tough running back Cobb.
He had the entire Titan off defensive line on his back. He's a weapon.
Man.
And I keep saying it, but he's like the Incredible Hulk. He keeps getting bigger during this game.
There was like 4 or 5 people just dragging along with him.
Yeah. That was 10 yards with 5 guys on his back. So the clock ticking here, 11:28 and counting left in this ball game. 32-14, Sailors with the lead. Sailors from the gun. Krupp in the backfield with Cobb, the quarterback. Trips in tight to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Hand off to Krupp. Krupp bounces it off to the left.
And off to Krupp, tackled by Hernandez.
He picks up 3 yards on the carry, gets it down to the 45-yard line of Steamboat. Clock still ticking, and that's what we like to see.
Do it again!
2nd down. And 7 to go for the first. Sailors break the huddle. Luke Jordan wide to the right. Trips in tight to the left. Ball is on this left hash mark. From the gun. Handoff there. Krupp takes it around the outside. And he picks up a yard or 2. But they're honing in on Thomas Krupp right now.
They are.
So that's going to be a 3rd down, and I'd say 6, maybe 7 for the first. Maybe 5.
3rd down.
5 to go, clock ticking here, 10:15 left in the ball game. Ball marked down at the 47-yard line of Steamboat. Sailors moving right to left on your radio dial. Sailors in white and black helmets and numbers if you are watching at home. Trips off to the right, one receiver to the left here. Option play, and Cobb's going to take that run right up the gut, first down, Sailors.
You know, you're talking about those helmets. You know, the Denver Broncos and Rydell got together, and they donated like to 250 schools in the state of Colorado.
Such a cool thing.
And within 4 years, I went to the meeting, the parent meeting.
Yeah.
And he said within 4 years he'll have every helmet replaced.
That's
in the
awesome.
Program. So
and the helmets were relatively new.
Yes.
You know, for helmets, because I remember when I played, junior high football, I was playing with the old high school helmets that were 25 years old.
Yep.
That was back in the 70s, though.
Yep.
We didn't know anything about concussions.
And that pad that was right between my nose and split open every time.
All right, Gotro in motion, inside handoff there to Krupp. He bounces off to the right. They read that one.
You know, it's almost like they assigned one person just to him every play.
Yep. And he has had a lot of work. Tough kid, though.
Oh, man.
But what's working is the option play, and we've seen 2 quarterback keeps where he puts the ball in Krupp's hands and then takes it away and then runs it up the gut.
Yep.
And the size difference right now, again, I keep saying it, but Tanner Cobb was teeny when he was a sophomore and he got his first start. Yeah. He is not teeny anymore. No. He is a big boy. Trips off to the left, one receiver to the right. Man in motion is Gotro. And we got a flag. Legal motion.
False start on
Sailors with a false start. It's going to back them up 5 yards here. 8:29, clock stops. So that will bring up a second down and about 15. Ball now back in Steamboat territory. Marked to the 47 of the Sailor side of the football. Cobb.
You know, this is about the time in the fourth quarter that, you let your guard down for half a second.
Yeah.
And the tables can turn
quickly. So the Sailors, second down 15. They need to pick up some positive yards. Receivers to the right and left. Cobb back to pass. Cobb looking. He's got men in his face.
There we go.
Quick little screen pass over the right side. Krupp's got some space. He's taking it down the right sideline. Cuts it back inside, and he is down to the 15-yard line. Wow. A huge passing catch on just a little dinky screenplay that was set up beautifully.
Watching that offensive line, it was a bump and go, and they said they bump, bam, they were out there. He just followed his lineman all the way down there and broke some tackles, and man,
what a great play.
That was a great setup.
Clock ticking here as he stayed in bounds. 7:45 left in the ball game. Sailors have it, 1st and 10. The ball is marked down at the 15-yard line of Coleridge. From the gun is Cobb. Back to pass. Nope, handoff over the right side. That's Eli Beaver. And a fresh Eli Beaver comes in and picks up positive yards.
Left side. Number 30 there, Eli Beaver. Tackle by number 11, Diego Gomez.
And it's hard to tell from that angle, but he picked up 8 yards, 9 yards on that carry.
And 9 makes it 2nd and 1.
Yeah, he was eyeing the defender, but he's like, yep, my own player's in my way. I'm going to push them both out of the way.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1. Ball marked down to the 6-yard line. They obviously can get the first down without scoring here. Gotro wide to the right. Luke Jordan off to the left. And a handoff there to Beaver. Beaver gets the first down, and he's going to be down inside the 5.
He slipped and grabbed about 2 or 3 more yards.
Yeah, let's see where they mark him down, though. Nope, they're going to give it to him. So he gets the first down. Clock still ticking. We're down to 6:30. This is what we like. Sailors taking their time, getting some fresh people out there. Krupp comes back into the game. And they're going to do that play again. So Krupp is going to get the handoff. You got Beaver in there as well. They're all in tight. Cobb is the lone receiver out wide. Love to see. Thomas Krupp now is going to take it out, cuts it back in, and he walks into the end zone for his third touchdown of the game.
Steamboat.
Wow. Touchdown Sailors. And that was huge. What?
It's like a debit card, instant cash.
Yes. I like it. I like that he is. He's the debit card. I don't know. Both Krupp brothers right now. Five touchdowns from the brothers Krupp. Eli Beaver adding to his point total with the extra point. 38-14 the score. 6:07.
Such a fun game.
So, Sailors really showing a lot of poise here, Stu, because it did feel like this game could go either way. And you always want to be cautiously optimistic, but they withstood that third quarter where they lost 7-3 in that quarter. And they've come back and really ending this game strong here. Obviously, still plenty of time left, but right now with a 39-14 lead.
Yeah, you know that interception, they ran it back for a touchdown.
Yeah,
they didn't skip a beat.
No,
didn't skip a beat.
It didn't affect them, and that's short-term memory, right? That's athletics.
Yeah. You ask them after the game, they'll say, "What? That happened?"
Yeah. That's good.
Fantastic.
You know, and these are teenage boys. They can be emotional. I've got one in the house. All right, Eli Beaver.
Dedication to hard work.
Absolutely. Big booming kick by Beaver, setting this one right to the goal line. And that one had his foot in the end zone. High school football.
Touchback on the play.
That is a touchback.
Orange first down.
So it will be 1st and 10 from the Coleridge 20 for the Titans. 6:06 left in the game. Sailors on top, 39-14. And we're starting to see some really white jerseys out there in uniforms, which is great. Man, it makes for a fun bus ride home, doesn't it?
It really does.
Want to get all the guys out there.
I heard they're getting pizza after the game. Can you imagine how many pizzas they got to make?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Lucas Johnson. I'm trying to see some of the guys out there. Little end around there. Positive play, but the Sailors read it.
Yep, everybody stayed home.
So jet sweep over the right side of the line. Struble still in the game. Lucas Johnson still in the game. Uribe in there. Miguel. I don't have number 66 on my program. So from the gun. Oh, high snap there. Throwing that ball down the field. He's got a man. Wow. Oh, my. He had two receivers. Wow. So Dylan Miller is like, this game is not over.
He is one relaxed guy out there.
A lot of poise. He's been running it. He's been throwing it. That's going to stop the clock with 5:24. Incomplete pass. I kind of felt like he had two receivers right there that could have caught the ball.
Yeah.
Two receivers to the right, two to the left. One man in the backfield here for Coleridge, Jaden Emery. He's had a good game on the ground, but they've had to pass in this second half. Rolling off to his right, Miller. Miller with a man in his grill. Now he comes back the other way. Throws that ball complete. Wow. So he rolled off to his left, cut back, and then threw a dime across his body going back the other way. To a wide open. Jesse Reichel, I believe, made that catch, although my program is a work in fiction. Do not trust Max Preps early in the season. This could be a program from 2018. I don't know. So 1st and 10 here on that pass play from Miller. Miller from the gun. 2 receivers to the right and left. Ball here on that right hash. Back to pass. Looking left, now looking right. Coming to his right. Throwing downfield. That one is incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 5:07.
You know, this is great practice for our secondary by all means. I mean, and that's what they're going to be going after probably the rest of the game. They might sneak in a run here or there, but that's about it.
Yep.
They need to get some yards. They need to get them quick.
Burr Schlaff. Good coverage on that play. 2nd down, 10 to go. Ball marked down at about the 33-yard line. Titans break the huddle. Head to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Miller from the gun. 1 man in the backfield with him. That's Emery throwing, rolling to his right, looking, dumps that one off. Great play there.
You know me. I mean, I see a defensive lineman there, and I want him to get
3rd down and 10.
I want him to catch it and get a touchdown.
Well, number 55 nearly did. Burr Schlaff, he's having a heck of a game right now. He's going to make that. And I don't, with this particular program, this is a coach's program, I'm not sure what year he is, but I think he's a youngster. Struble still in. Jackson Sloop out there on the line. From the gun, back to pass. Miller's got a man in his grill, throwing it. Oh, that one's nearly picked off.
Broken up by Steamboat.
Blue Willis wearing number 8. Oh my, he knows he should have had that one. What a great play. How about jumping the pass on that one? Because the receiver thought he had it. He needed to come back to it.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's going to stop the clock. 4:55 left in this ball game. 4th and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line of Coal Ridge. They're going for it. They have to, down 39-14. Sailors looking to get to stop here. Miller has other thoughts. Emery to his right. Trips now off to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Miller from the gun. Miller back to pass. Looking. Cool as a cucumber back there. Looking. Plenty of time.
Wow.
Oh, he's got a man. 1st down. Now he cuts it. Fullback makes the catch out of the backfield.
44, Jaden Emery.
Jaden Emery gets the 1st down and then some. That was a heck of a play. And he was back there for 5 seconds. We got to pressure him a little bit more. I don't like the prevent.
And Emery stood back there for a little while, was blocking, and then he jetted out. And that caught him open because everybody else was way far back.
Yep. Fullback back there blocking, and then he's like, hey, I'm open.
Yep.
I can catch the ball. Gets out of bounds. That stops the clock with 4:45 left in this ball game. Titans in Sailors territory down to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Spreading it out. 2 receivers to the right and left. 1 man in the backfield. Miller back to pass, looking, rolling to his right. Miller has a man down that sideline. And what are they saying? I don't see any striped shirts near him. They give it to him? Nope.
It was a good effort.
It was a good effort. At number 7, it's Reichel on my program, but I'm not sure if that's correct or not. But that kid's had a couple of sideline catches that are NFL worthy. Clock stop with 4:38.
Complete pass. 2nd down and 10.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball at the 35-yard line of Steamboat. 1 receiver wide to the left. Trips in tight here to the right. They're on that right hash. Miller back to pass, flush to his right, looking down the sideline. That pass is complete, and it goes out of bounds.
Number 7, John Lukowskin.
John Lukowskin is number 7. Like I said, my program's a work in fiction, but that kid's had a good game.
Yep.
I mean, all these kids have had a good game. They've just been unlucky. They've turned the ball over. There's been 4 or 5 fumbles, 4 in the first half. Then they've turned the ball over on down several times as well, and it's a tough way to play, right?
It is a tough way to play. Both teams have shown how hard they've worked in the offseason for an opening game like this. Man.
So Miller again from the gun. He's got a man in the backfield, inside handoff. Sailors weren't expecting that. And Tollard gets positive yards. He's going to get the first down.
First down.
That's what you do. You set them up. That's all you're doing is you expect pass, and then boom.
And right now, you're playing for some respect, right?
You are.
You get 21 points here. See what they're going to do. And there's still a lot of time left on the clock. And Dylan Miller showed he can work it. Looking to his left, now down the middle he goes. And that one is nearly caught. Great defensive play there.
Great concentration by that receiver, too.
Frank Boyce with a great defensive play there to break that one up. So second down 10, 4-11. Left ball is marked down to the 18-yard line. Big shout out to Mike Deemer, Kathy Deemer, and the gang at Johnny B. Goods. Mike couldn't make the trip today. I believe he will be in the booth for the Coltrane rivalry. We'll have the band back together, Stu.
Right on.
So we got two receivers to the right, two to the left. Rolling off to his right is Miller. Miller's got a man in the... defensive play.
Fantastic.
Lucas Johnson with a great pass breakup. That kid's got wheels.
Man, and that was on the money. You couldn't get that one any tighter.
That was for you, Mama Kelly. That's awesome. What a play. He's had a great game. I mean, he was 10, 15 yards off that play, right?
Yep.
I'm not imagining that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Sweet. Sailors not giving up. That stops the clock with 4:06. Ball marked down to the 18-yard line. Titans in the red zone. Throwing it over that far side. That one looks like it may have been caught. I can't tell.
Yep. I think they got a first down.
Dr. Erica, I need your help. Now Nyworks helping you, me, and the refs see better. That is a first down, and that one's inside the 10, so it will be 1st and 10 for the Titans. 3:49. Clock's still rolling. Why is it still rolling? They should probably stop that. I guess they got the first down, and because he was inbounds. Oh, that was a broken play. And Miller able to get it to Collard.
Sailors. Gain of a few, 2nd and goal.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and goal to goal. So, yeah, they got the first down. They'll stop until the chains are moved.
Yep.
And then they start the clock again. And they were down there, so they got that clock ticking quickly. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Clock down to 3:05 and counting. Miller from the gun, looking to his left. Now he goes to his right, throws it to the back of the end zone. That falls incomplete. Hernandez couldn't catch up with that. Great coverage here by the Steamboat DBs, who are just playing great back there right now. So Deemer couldn't make it this time, but I know I'm going to stop by the counter tomorrow and say, hey, at Johnny B's, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days a week, 360, 50, 70, 370 days a year, they're always open.
Yep.
Yeah, rolling off to your left. I don't count so good. Oh, my God, to the back of the end zone. What a pass and what a catch.
Out of bounds.
Oh, they're saying he's out of bounds.
Great effort, though.
That was incredible. Oh, my God. And the catch. I mean, I know he was out of bounds, and you got to give it to these kids, right? Yep. Tayson Collard's had a heck of a game. He's been in the backfield, Joe, and he's got some hands. Big boy. And Dylan Miller not giving up. This team's going to be tough. When they figure it all out and they learn how to hold on to the football, they're going to be tough to beat. So receivers to the right and left. Low snap.